That is just not funny. This is Halloween. Just because of that. Just because of that. We're doing the long countdown. Hey, there's the Humpty Dump one. Ba-doo-ba-doo. I like it. Shotgun.
I need to make this louder.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be louder.
Sorry, what was that?
Much louder.
Say again.
MrGrantgregory, are you here? I just got yelled at because I'm being too loud. French guy to the right of the garbage can. He's like, I'm a French man. Oui, 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 oui. Who is better, me or Stephen Walton?
You're really here?
I'm here.
You're
I'm
a real
here.
person?
Who should hit 2K first, myself or Stephen Walton?
Stephen who? Guy that wrote that dumb book that nobody bought?
Oh! What do you mean, eat, pray, trees? 2K first. Me.
Why do you have
Stephen
to
Walton?
just straight on the booger?
I think you do it on purpose, Culture.
I'm working on the CGI.
Look at it.
It's scary.
Me
It's like
or
a
Stephen
growth.
Walton to 2K first? Who the fuck is Stephen Walton? All right, me or Stephen Walton to 2K first?
Who's that motherfucker?
Not many people know. Yeah. Okay,
think
so
my white shoes-
we're here trying to figure out, should I hit 2K first or Stephen Walton? Do you know who that is, Stephen Walton? Exactly. He doesn't matter, people. Subscribe to Sporking News Podcast. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Halloween edition of Sporking News Podcast. My name is Scott, or tonight I am Edwin. I got an assistant named Edwin, and I'm trying to do his voice. Hold on. Let me try that again. Like, hi, everybody. I'm Edwin, spelled EDCO. Did I just hear techno? Oh, my God. Welcome to systematically oppressive patriarchy station. And with us tonight, we thank God we have a black woman. Woo, sister Jane Theory. She's the pumpkin girl.
Hey guys. Hope everyone's doing well.
Too far? I don't know, but I'll go there. Next up, we have Culture the Man Casino. Look at him. Oh, my God. Is that Bear Nerd Fun?
No, I'm reverse image casino.
Yeah. It's about time.
I brought this one out today just because, you know.
I think the Canadian president did that once before.
No. I'm definitely not.
I'm just saying. Who's in it? Who's in it this morning? Culture Casino.
No.
Hey, and we also have Scott's side piece. Wait a minute, Scott's side piece. Oh, that's definitely an Aussie.
It's a handsome side piece.
Hi, Scotty.
Show yourself. Oh, that. What? Who?
Damn.
Why?
Where?
Am I supposed to be aroused? Because
He
I
told
am.
me to dress like a whore. So I did.
Scott's
So
got the
tonight-
weirdest boner right now.
It's always a weird boner. Thank you. Wow, I just realized how messed up my camera is because of my kids. So my pronouns tonight are dis, dat, der. Okay, duh. What are yours, Scott's side piece?
We whim.
It has to be
It's
true.
French.
Oh, fucking French. Jane, do you have pronouns for this evening?
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Okay, I like that.
I like that one.
dude.
I like that.
Yeah. Culture, really wrong casino right now.
You can just call me Christ or Messiah. That'd be fine.
Okay. Well, thank you, Messiah. Red Gay says my boner is perfectly normal. Keep telling yourself that. Let's see who else. Yeah. Oh, well, you would know. Man Squatch, what's up? Good to see. I can't keep up Edwin. Edwin is so hard to keep up with. But we do have Parrot Head.
That's what he said, actually.
Hey, I got to pay him somehow. You know what I mean?
That's what the side
Number one complaint.
We do have our guest for tonight. We have Fatal J, everybody.
Hold up. I'm not Fatal J.
Oh, it's Tom from Midnight's Edge After Dark.
Is it Fatal? Is it Fatal, Tom?
Fatal Tom?
Hold up. I'm Fatal Tom.
Okay. I like that. Fatal Time is good. All right. So, welcome everybody.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Point of personal privilege.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely have privilege.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very white privilege.
Jane Theory is in the wrong position.
Whoa, jeez. The white man trying to be
Fix that right now. You know? Thank you.
What is up with you, culture? Why do you look like
the Canadian president?
You're negative.
I am Inverse Casino. You can address me as either Christ or the Messiah. I will also accept my Lord.
And Savior. It has to be together.
Well, you could savor me later.
Okay. Well, that's what she said. We totally lost the Catholic vote. But we got some great people in the chat right now. So let's see. I did see a super chat, so let us get to that first because we're not making a lot tonight. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective for $5. I believe he is your side piece, Scott. You're a sporking monster. That's dirty, Tommy. That's dirty.
He's used to being the little spork, though.
I'm such the little spork at times. So we were going to talk. Oh, you bastard.
That's right. Soul Assassin's like that's actually Culture Casino's hair aura. This is correct. This is the aura of the hair.
Whatever you have to tell yourself to get through that face of yours that's not white anymore, but the opposite, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. The passion of the culture.
Thank you. Exactly. Yes.
I like that. I'm just going to try and pretend that this is all normal. Yeah. Christ, Buddy Christ. I do like Buddy Christ. Back to Red Gaze's boners pronouns are in you. Oh shit. Yes, Soul Assassin, you are a mod. My pronouns are wrench and tool. Everybody tonight, everybody put your pronouns in the chat, please. Okay, mine are dumb.
I fixed it. Are you happy?
Wow, that's uber white now. Like, you should be in a landlocked country in Europe until you took over other countries?
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay. All right, just checking. Mark 47's up here saying howdy to Tom. A lot of people like Tom. Tom is here.
Tom's handsome, and he's a pumpkin.
He is. Yes. Is this the ghost of Christmas ass? Okay. Hashtag stop pumpkin discrimination. I think that's true.
I tried to fix that.
The last temptation of culture.
I just want you to realize it also. But I want you to realize I am a pumpkin advocate, an ally.
You're an ally?
I'm an ally.
You're an ally of the pumpkins?
Of the pumpkins.
I can't wait to cut one up. Man Squatch says he's right. What?
He's right.
Robbie says hi ho.
Those are their pronouns.
Those are their pronouns, yeah. Soul Assassin's pronouns LO, LOL, lol. This Islington girls, I am here. This is some good stuff. Come on, everybody, give me your pronouns. Okay, so we got Bashy Washi says mine are what the frack. I like those. Keely Chow says I'm awesome. That's a good one.
Hello, awesome.
We got TT. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so we're gonna get into it. We were gonna talk about Rust and gun shootings and all that, and I realized, God, I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. Okay, so we're gonna talk about. Yeah, dude, is everybody pretty much sick of it?
I don't care about it until someone goes to jail.
Okay.
Or someone else gets
That
shot.
sounds right. I do have to say,
Somebody-
I did see him on Fox. Did you see that quick little thing he did on like the side of like Route 1 or something like that? I don't know where he was, but he's just so like aggressively angry. He's like, I lost my friend. Okay, I lost my friend. Like, okay, dude, relax.
Well, actually, you shot your friend.
Well, the blame game's going around right now, and
Oh,
sadly,
big time.
If there were certain people, I would just keep my fucking mouth shut. But at this point, it seems like everybody decided they wanted to throw in their 2 cents. So I'm just like, whatever. At this point, like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all to blame.
well, they are, but like, it was going to the point where if most of them that would have just kept their mouth shut and let the investigation go and stay out of the public eye, like it was probably going to boil down to the chain of command. And a lot of it looks like it's the AD and the armorist who are probably the ones to blame here. But the way they keep pushing this shit in the media with Alec doing his shit, he's going to make himself look worse. Everybody's going to make themselves look worse. And I'm not, making excuses for anybody either. So don't think that's the case here.
Right.
It's just the way that the chain of command goes and the type of things we're hearing. I mean, if it's true, and this is going by what we know very little as far as to be confirmed at this point, it's just it's going to be something that's going to take a while to be decided upon and figured out and investigated. And before we'll probably never know half of, if not most of the shit.
No,
I mean, we are 30 years out from Brandon Lee, and just a few years ago we were just finally starting to get, the information out about that to where what actually happened there. So again, I don't think this is something we're ever going to have the answers to.
We
The
will
next
if someone
few months or
brings
years.
charges. If they
It all-
get the
well,
courage
it all
to actually
depends.
do it.
It all depends.
I just have to say, Macklyn Made It says it's all fun and games until someone documents themselves committing a felony on the internet.
Yeah, keep talking.
People just really the best thing, like lawyers' advice, wouldn't it be shut up?
It would be, but
Yeah.
they're not listening.
Hold on, I got to go turn something off. You guys keep talking about something we weren't going to talk about.
Scott's house is almost on fire. Turn it off.
Great.
Medium fire.
Medium well done. No, we don't need to talk about that anyway. So.
No.
Nope. I'm reminded more so that it's the night before Halloween, which is more connected with the crow.
Ooh.
Devil's night.
What happened to your hair?
It's so hard. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. It just gets in your mouth. Once again, that's what she said.
Welcome to the world of long hair.
I know. What do you? You know what? I have to say, it wasn't blue, but in high school I had hair this long, and I am so glad I don't have hair this long anymore. Like,
He's lying. It was
redunk.
totally blue.
No, okay, maybe.
Mine's
it was
pink
copper. What?
Mine's pink now.
Oh my god, that's.
You're an SJW culture. Great.
Oh my god, great! You did it.
I was called that last night, actually.
I don't know if anybody actually called you that, but
No, they did. It's okay.
For
How do you
what?
keep it out of your face, culture.
Because I was defending a friend.
Okay.
Oh, that's just toxic.
That was terrible. Terrible.
God, you're.
I did what
so
men are
toxic.
supposed to do.
What? Grow really long hair and use hair products?
No, I mean, no, that's just part of being like the Messiah. No, no, I just, I just defended a young lady. That's all I did.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. All right. So instead of talking about the shit we were just about to talk about, because we have been talking about it for like a week now or more, how long has it been? I don't even care. I do want to talk about this, and I am going to share this right now because I found this once again, Marvel doing what Marvel does, putting a hater in charge. So this is from the Marvel site, so it's pretty positive, but let me blow it up just a little bit here. A new hero claims the power of Kunlu in all new Iron Fist series. Writer Alicia Wong and artist Michael. How would you pronounce that? Michael Y.
Yig.
Like YG. Yeah. Like, shouldn't there be a vowel no matter what language?
Yeah, actually, I think this is somebody who just uses initials as their name point.
So it's Michael YG.
Yeah,
Maybe
Kind
it's
of like
his
his
pronouns.
pronouns? Yeah. Okay. I respect that, YG.
Michael
It's
Young
like
Guy.
chromosomes. It's like chromosomes.
Not really. Those are X and Y. But good try.
Oh, well, whatever. If you want to be like that, white man, introduce a new Iron Fist to the Marvel Universe. So, okay, so yay, we got an Asian Iron Fist.
The power of Kunlun.
Yeah,
Kunlun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kunlun.
That's frustrating.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be an Asian Iron Fist. I have no.
In spite of like the actual. You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead.
No.
Is it going to be any good though? That's where I am at this. Like,
no.
Well,
We don't do
let's
that
just,
here at Marvel.
No, and throw out the history. Okay.
Just
seriously
can they
think
write
about
a
it,
good
Jane.
script? It's just dialogue that makes sense. Just anything.
Throw it all out. Throw it all out. Throw out the canon. Throw out the decades of it being a white, rich kid, Danny, whatever frig his name is.
Rand.
Danny Rand. Thank you.
Nina's complaining that she can't see me.
Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Nina, come on. Feel free to come on. First of all, Nina's Laura Croft. Like, can I just say...
Oh, dude, she killed it today.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. Perfect.
Did you just objectify her?
Oh, totally. But I can because I'm a dumb.
That's true.
So I totally can do that.
And I'm just appreciating the humanity that my father put on this planet. So,
Gilkman, you don't like Sporking anymore. You love Sporking, and you know what? Even though it's a booger commercial, this one's for you, buddy. Thank you. So who should get to 2K subs first, me or Stephen Walton?
You got the nice beard.
Thank you. Do you even know who Stephen Walton is?
No, I'm not sure.
Nobody does. Okay, with Roof Korean here. Yes, that's him. Me or Stephen Walton to 2K first?
Who's Stephen Walton?
You know the author?
The Stephen Walton?
Yeah, Wrinkle in a Tree.
Oh, the tree.
Yeah, the tree guy. The tree guy. 2K first, me or Stephen Walton?
You.
Yeah, do you even know who he is?
Nope.
Author of Eat, Pray, Trees or something like that.
Exactly.
He does dirty things to trees. I'm here with one of the bigger names in the fandom, Thomas Gilkman.
Hi.
Now,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Maybe, if you're nice.
Who
Yes.
should hit 2K first, Sporking News Podcast or Stephen Walton?
Okay, the bigger question is, why haven't you subscribed to Sporking? Walt, the Phantom Menace Astorian. Is obsessed with shirtless men.
Yep.
He's obsessed with me. He has an unhealthy relationship
Unhealthy.
with me. And folks, if you get Culture Casino to 10,000 subs, you get to see him shirtless. So Sporking can have since Walter can have a new crush.
Now, if I get to 2,000 subs, I will make Culture go shirtless.
Damn!
He literally gets the booger on either side of my nose. Like, I think he moved. I think you added it. Okay. Thank you. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Just to make aware of what's going on. So we're back on Iron Fist. Danny Rand. The whole canon is. Jeez, how people do this?
Ayn Rand, great books. Atlas Shrugged, some really good stuff.
Yeah. So, really, what I'm trying to get at is this. This is a writer. Okay, the artist is Michail YG, but the writer, she has been quite vocal in the past. So I want to share this. TD had this on Twitter, and I thought this was pretty interesting because Twitter. This is Alicia Wong from November 12th of 2018. Yeah. I think you can all imagine with the F and the K, what's in the middle.
Wow.
So F. Stan Lee. So what if he's dead? He's still a racist thief and an appropriator of culture, just like that jerk. I can never say this name. Chablusky. If I ever work at Marvel, I'll tear down as much of Stan Lee's so-called legacy as possible. This is only a few years ago, people.
Oh my god.
That's number one.
That is wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. And this is who they put in place.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This, I'm telling you right now, this is willful, and you can't hide it anymore. In fact, they're not even trying. You bring in somebody like this who's a giant piece of shit. Right. And I don't usually use ad hominem attacks, but this is somebody who's driven beyond the, wow. I don't even know what to say. This is a person who is driven beyond reason. To put out, a lot of propaganda crap. This is disgusting takes. Disgusting.
Why would you hire somebody who hates everything about your company? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in any other industry, this would never happen.
Right. So think about this, Jane. I don't care. You destroyed the canon. Whatever. They've been doing that for how long now? But this is Stan Lee, the man who created, then saved Marvel in the 90s. Like, he created it back in the late 50s, early 60s, correct? Right? He pretty much took it over
what I'm saying.
and made it big. Right.
So you're saying you want to destroy the company?
Yes. Yes. I want to tear it down. I mean, she says it right there. I want to tear it down. I'm going to do whatever I can to destroy that man's legacy. And why is he racist? Because he took, he inserted a white, character in the 60s, even though the X-Men, we all know, is based on, the whole, oh God, what am I trying to think of in the 60s? The
Civil Rights era?
Thank you. Wow, I am such a white guy just there. I apologize to every one of you. Yeah, but it was his take on the civil rights movement, where people are being discriminated about because of who they are. Some people can pass because they look a bit more normal than others. Some cannot. Like, he really went at it in a very interesting way, and he had a lot of stories about that. But because, I guess, maybe this one character of Danny Rand, I don't know. It sounds like she has a lot of issues. But I mean, you want to destroy the man's legacy over it? What do you think, Tom?
And replace it with what?
Yeah, good question.
I mean, this is just a common thing, right? Like,
yeah.
if it's a white man who invented anything or did anything, you have to try and tear him down, take away, do everything you can to destroy his legacy. It's getting sickening.
Mm-hmm. It is. I think you put it perfectly there.
And it's from a lot of people who have no legacy whatsoever except for adopting other people's.
Right. Well, let me ask this question of all you guys. Has the creation of social media, well, I mean, that's kind of ironic to say, but like, is social media, we all know that it creates false, gives you a false sense of ego, you think you're more important than you are. But does it also make these people feel like, because maybe on their social, they have one comic out there, but people are blowing up their one little, bubble of social media? Do you think that they feel like they actually put in the work where they can get away with saying things like this?
I don't think that they even think about it, honestly. I mean, the quote you have on the screen about people pretending to be something they're not, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, because you see that. Right. You see people pretending to be Native American and publishing stuff and all that craziness. That I understand. But to decide that you hate a company, you hate a creator, you hate his products, why would you want anything to do with it? I mean, that's just malicious. That's just mean-spirited. That's just nasty. You could be critical of it, but why would you want it to then become a part of it and then destroy? Like, that's...
Right.
Well, what's the vetting process for someone like this? I mean, like, clearly they don't look at anything that anyone's ever said and done. And I mean, in all fairness, I've been doing job applications wrong all my life. I just need to go in and start insulting Elon Musk and say I want to destroy stuff, because next thing you know, I'm going to be working for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't understand this mentality.
Yeah, it's.
But for them to hire her too, that's the other part I don't get. And I know in the comments they were saying that the publishers hate the product too, but like that seems to go against a desire they should have to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they not want profit anymore?
Right.
I don't understand.
Well, that's the one thing. Like, I could understand this person being an idiot, you know, but the company that's like, oh, wait a minute, like, she's the one that said she's going to destroy Stanley's legacy. That's who we need for the new, you know, Iron Fist, because she'll make people realize I don't know, like, insert what the answer is to that there. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
What if she come out and wrote the best book ever, and then because of these tweets, it's completely tarnished, something like that? They're like, it was a great book, but like, listen to what she said. Like, I mean, there is no best case scenario for someone like this being hired.
Mm-hmm. I love this right here from Mansquatch. At Sporking News Podcast, it's a combo of millennials and social media, a generation raised without a sense of self, given a tool to find a place in the world by having other people validate them. And I would also include, and also never told no, or you lost, or, you know, like, you're not number one. You know, like, I get little kids, like T-ball age, up to maybe 9 or 10 getting trophies. No. But after that, participation trophies are a waste, dude. They're a waste.
And look, I mean, here's the thing. If there's going to be parents out there that teaches their kids the difference between win and loss, so they're all going to have to deal with it. It's just that now they're going to feel bad because somebody brought in the concept of winning and losing, and they never actually had to you know, deal with it before. And again, there's 2 generations of this shit right now. Kids that these kids are completely lost. Why did I get moved to the bottom?
Because you're doing the blackface again.
Hi.
Hi, Nina.
Hey.
Hi, Nina.
Hi.
What are you? How you been, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm just fantastic.
Oh my God. What are you supposed to be? Like a Twitch thought?
I'm maybe. I'm actually Edwin. I'm Edwin. Yeah, Edwin, spelled EDCO. My pronouns are dum, and I'm the assistant. I'm the assistant CEO of Sporking News Podcast. I take care of his TikTok account, which is right now higher than his YouTube account. Whatever.
Oh my God, I love your blue hair.
Thank you, sister. You go on. What do you think about our sister, Alicia Wong?
I think she needs to shut the fuck up.
How fucked up is that for them to hire?
Wrong.
I can't believe that. I can't believe. I mean, I can actually. I can believe it, but I mean, it goes with everything that's going on. Like, I mean, you're trying to destroy this man's legacy because he's, you know, white man bad. So I don't know. It goes with everything. So it's understandable.
I mean, I think they're just putting it out there on the table, right? They're like, we don't care about the being in the black or the red. We just don't care anymore. No. Like, I don't
Wait, before we move on, the gentleman above me, who is that? Who is that?
Where above you?
Did you just assume my gender?
Oh,
I was gonna ask what you are. I was confused.
That's my side piece.
I'm the big spork in the relationship.
He is.
I'm never the little spork. Well, sometimes,
never
on special occasions.
Happening right now?
Okay, so you're going as Scott's side piece. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was on the Aussie show today. Okay, technically his name is MrGrantgregory, but we like to call him Biatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for tonight. What's happening right now?
Tom, you know what's happening. Just go with it.
Oh, it's Iron Fist.
I'll be your side piece next year. Don't worry.
Dude, when you said that in my DM, I laughed my ass off. Like literally LOL'd when you were like, "Is it Ironfish?" Alicia Wong. Ironfish? Well, she's writing it. So I'm writing Ironfish, all in caps, exclamation point,
well,
pound my dog.
Like it after she's done with it anyway.
Oh, you know it too. It's like, you know, dirty sea fish. You know, fire. So excited to team up with Michail to introduce you a mysterious new Iron Fist and a wild new story. So this is the same woman who, is she really excited to still tear down Marvel, or is she like,
maybe she's going to burn it
system?
down? She added flames. Maybe she wants to burn it down instead of tear it down now. Yeah.
I like how you think. Anybody else?
What's so mysterious about him?
He's not white.
He's pretty mysterious.
Is his sexuality the mysterious thing?
I don't think there's going to be any mystery on that.
Yeah, he's totally going to be bi.
Well, he's flaming right there.
He's flaming gay.
He totally is. You're absolutely
Believe you
right.
me, I've seen a few flaming fists in my time.
Oh my.
Yeah, he has. He really has, and he's really good at it too. Talking about flaming, we can also bring up this article. The review bombing of the Eternals. I mean, when you're
reviewers.
Quote unquote review bombing.
That's hilarious.
Right. What do you guys think about this?
I think a bunch of Russians just became official reviewers all of a sudden, I guess, or something.
Mm-hmm.
I am now Hollywood critic, and they do not like Eternals. I mean, I do like Eternals. What am I supposed to say, mouse?
Can you explain that, though? Can you guys explain that? Because didn't you have to be an actual critic to actually write about this right now? Or is it anybody could be writing about
Russia, we review Mother Russia? Okay, Scott.
Okay, but to be fair, this
is that weird to turn me on? Go ahead, Culture.
This is in regard to the actual IMDb review bombing that went on.
Oh, is
it not on Rotten Tomatoes or something?
How are
you able to already review it on IMDb when the movie's not out yet?
I don't know. Why did IMDb allow for that? Is a good question.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to?
It usually isn't able to vote until the day it comes out or the day before at least.
Exactly. Hi, nerd cookies. It's Elaine.
He wants me to be Fatal J, but I figured it'd be like get me in trouble. So
I might have misunderstood what Fatal J said. Yeah. Well, you know.
And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
That's true. Sorry. Yeah, Fatal J was supposed to be here, but he had a ninja assignment and couldn't make it. Or I'm just lying because I just need the views. So let's get back to this, because there were also a lot of people that reviewed it that had 10s, and at a certain point, and I saw somebody did this. I don't know if it was somebody in our world or somewhere else, but they reviewed it and they showed that everybody who put a 10 pretty much wrote the same exact review and had the same number of likes. After about 30 minutes, everybody had 12 to 13 likes each. So if you're going to use the term review bomb, what would we use as they're reviewing, like their review award? I don't know what you would want to call it, but they're doing the same exact thing.
No, that is review bombing. You're just doing it the reverse direction. That's
exactly.
a reverse review bomb. Yeah, I mean, you and your side piece can probably, attest to the reverse review bomb, actually.
I cannot talk.
Doesn't he look like a
NDA out on that?
Don't you look like a? I don't know. I feel like you're like transgendered Bill Murray, but like young Bill Murray. You got that Bill Murray thing going on.
Good money.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Okay, so we have this going on, right?
Wait, is that Makini? Hi, Makini.
Hey, Mock.
Where is he? I brought him in here, didn't I? Mock, what's up? You don't say.
He's nowhere to be found.
I am your favorite YouTuber.
Wow.
I don't have
thought long and hard about the words.
And I took a minute and interrupted you to say hello to him, and then
hello.
Okay.
And you just
you're looking for.
There he is.
Hello.
Nina, don't.
Is it me you're looking? There you go. How's it going, guys?
Can I just say Lionel Richie rocks? I love Lionel Richie.
I love him.
Dude, I went to see him open for Tina Turner. Watched his show. Tina was on for about 2 maybe 2 songs. Fantastic artist, don't get me wrong, but she was like 75. I was like, all right, I seen her legs. Let's go. Lionel, though, that man can
Simply
sing.
the best.
I think she opened with
Tina just sold her image and everything. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah,
what?
she's I can't remember who to, but like, yeah, just her likeness, her music, her image, everything. She sold it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you
I guess she'll be on
serious?
Fortnite
Big
soon. Then.
bucks.
Oh wow.
maybe they're
okay.
doing some sort of Mad Max thing, and they.
Well,
wanna
I
bring
think
her
she's
back.
just. I think this is going to be something we start seeing more common. Is a lot of these artists and actors and whatnot will probably start getting their affairs together before they pass away. Like,
So like
okay.
moped sort of stuff.
That's interesting.
That's probably smart.
That makes
That's probably
sense.
smart. Can I ask a question? Would they be like, do they have rights to the body?
Oh my god.
no, I think
Well, like
that, like
DNA.
in the future, it'll be this company or whatever that controls, how her likeness is used and stuff like that. As opposed to probably the family or whoever.
But in the future, all restaurants are Taco Bell.
Oh, that's wrong.
That is
Thank you,
wrong, but-
Tommy.
Tommy, you
That's
rock,
wrong.
dude. Tommy,
wrong.
you can mean me as much as you want, buddy. Mean me as much as you want. I have no problem with it. That was awesome. So we got another issue though. We have this guy now. What's his name?
BMG is who it was for $50 million.
Oh wow.
She only got so many years to spend that,
That's crazy, dude.
That's true.
50
That's-
And
million?
Warner. BMG and Warner Music, yep.
Mm.
You know what? She deserves it though. Tina put up with a lot of shit for years. So, God bless her. But you know who didn't put up with a lot of shit? The Eternal Star, actor
wow. This is
You
what
like
she
how I
said.
went
I
into-
can't.
Kamal,
Oh, wait a minute. What did she say?
She said, I can't work and streaming stole my money.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wait, who said that?
Tina.
Tina Turner did?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So she got paid. She's like, fuck this.
Wow.
No way. What up, Yeti Cass? No
Yeah,
shit.
Kind of
she
pulled a
went for it.
ScarJo there, like,
I
hey,
don't blame her.
motherfuckers.
Right?
Yo, that's your money, I mean, you got to go for it. We got 54 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Hit that like button.
Nice
and,
like button, everybody.
No. Tom, I actually kind of find that more interesting than actor. What is it again, Mach?
Eternals?
It's Kumail Nanjiani.
Not Gianna
Yeah,
gonna
I
work
really
here
don't care.
anymore.
You swear.
I have a
me.
question
Oh.
though.
Wait,
All right, let's
wait.
hear it.
Did
Wait,
anyone?
Jay, before you ask that, can I
Yeah.
just say I'm a private dancer, a dancer for
Dancing for
money.
money.
Where is my streaming money at?
You gotta pay
Oh.
Warner Brothers now. What was your question, Jane?
Sorry, Jay.
I was just gonna ask.
That was
has
wonderful, though.
anyone actually come across the anti? You move the letters, so I don't know what they are. But has anyone come across that review? Because in the last article, the review talked about it being mediocre, being boring, things like that.
Right.
It didn't say anything about them being gay or whatever.
Nope.
So where is that review that they're talking about?
I'm led to believe that those 400 reviews are fabricated.
Oh, of course.
But they're talking about, I haven't seen the words that they're talking about people are expressing.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the opposite. People seem to
Right.
like the black character.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other ones. They're annoyed by all of the rest of them,
Right.
especially the little girl boy character.
I think that Disney's just more annoyed that nobody gives a
That's
shit.
right.
I think that's the case, Tom.
This movie is still not out, right? Like it's
No.
No, it's not out yet.
No, it's not. Everybody's going off with the trailer, so it's like, why are you mad at us? You
They're
made a boring
battling
trailer.
Rotten Tomatoes right now by creating new fucking critics at the last minute, just desperately
think
trying to
that's-
get it back into the positive as much as
Right, and I
possible.
think what it is I think it's desperately vying for attention because
It
people
sucks.
realize that it's not just it sucks, it looks boring. It looks
Dune is
uninteresting.
gonna
There's
fucking
nothing. It's
roll
got
right
nothing
over
going
it.
for it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
pretty much.
thing, right? Because apparently they went away from their formula too. Because apparently this is kind of supposed to be like the Snyder-esque.
Only
Marvel
for half the movie, I heard though. I
This
only heard
is
for
going to
half the
be
movie.
This is gonna be the Stop or My Mom or Shoot of MCU movies. Trust me.
Wow.
Wait, what? A Stop or My Mom Shoot?
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Mom Will
you guys
Shoot.
know
You better
the
not be
story
talking
behind
about it.
that
Better still
movie?
Getty. I'll tell
No.
you.
That movie was made on a joke, right? Like it was Arnold Schwarzenegger going, "This movie is so stupid. Watch, I can get Sly to do it."
Oh my god.
And so what he did is he said, "Yeah, I'll do it for X amount," and then Sly's like, "Well, I'll do it for less." And so like it was just because they had this competition thing all the time. So Schwarzenegger literally tricked him into making this badass movie. MCU was literally tricked into making this horrible movie by Warner Brothers when they announced we're making the New Gods with Ava DuVernay, because that's what this is all about. This is a direct. Every time DC says they're going to do something, MCU goes, "Okay, well, we'll do it, but we'll do it better," right? Like that's everything they do. And that's what they've been, which is funny because you'd think they're ahead of the game. They should just not even pay attention to what DC's doing.
Right.
They just got Stop or Your Mom Will Shoot done on them with this movie. And I think it's fucking hilarious. And I can't wait to see how bad it is.
But as a concept, it could have been cool.
Yeah, but they don't give a shit.
The thing I find interesting is that everyone thinks that it might be good because the critics are making it like bad. Like so,
you guys gotta. This is one of those.
I see what you mean.
Where this has critic bait written all over it, and if the critics can't even muster the fucking decency to say it's decent, then it has to be bad. They know that their fucking reputations are on the line. They know that if the normies go see this expecting a Marvel movie, they're gonna walk out going, "What in the fuck was that dry, boring bullshit?"
I totally agree with you, Tom, but I feel like a lot of normies even now are like, fuck the critics. So whenever they think like, I used to be like that. I used to be like that when I would see like Rotten Tomatoes. I'd be like, oh, it's got a high critic review. Oh, never mind. It's probably gonna be like.
No, I'm not gonna see it.
Most people really don't care about critics, like, and they never have. It's only us, like, that really actually pay attention to this stuff. I mean, critics actually used to have dignity back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference
Roger
than Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel and a lot of those guys.
Ebert and Roper.
But a lot of them guys are gone. And a lot of it now is about the access media bullshit. And we see that all the fucking time. They get their talking points and they're saying the right words for these things, but they're still not giving it a glowing review because I think they know it's crap.
So this is what I've heard, Tom. I've heard that she attempted to do something different and the first portion of the movie feels different than an MCU movie. And then all of a sudden, the execs must have said, wait a minute, this is MCU, inject the humor, inject big scene here, so it goes from something that could have been something different to right back to MCU formula because it works for them, but it doesn't work for, you keep going to the well, after a while, the well is going to go dry. And I think this has been a victim of that, where you have a talented director. You have a talented director, from what I have seen, wanting to do something different, and you're in the machine now, so you're gonna have to play the game, and it got beaten to hell because of that. That's at least what I've heard from people that have seen it.
Wait a minute, there was a urine machine.
Urine. Sorry, I'm from the Northeast. That's how we talk.
Scott,
there was a urine machine.
What you're saying is reminding me of what was going on with X-Men Origins Wolverine, is that you have this director who is meant to be better done with more independent films and such like that, given to do a big budget superhero film, and it just didn't work. And I think it's the same case here. I'm thinking about, we have films like Captain America, Winter Soldier, where they are able to interject the feeling of a Jason Bourne political spy action thriller into an MCU film. I think about Spider-Man Homecoming, where they were able to bring in elements of John Hughes 80s films into the MCU. I think trying to go for like an indie independent style feeling just does not work in the MCU.
Unless they took it down. I don't know what this article's talking about, because you cannot rate this movie yet.
That's what I was wondering. Did they take it? I tried to find it earlier. I couldn't find anything.
I think they turned it off or deleted it. There's only 2 reviews up right now. 2. user reviews.
And are they good?
Yeah, of course, they're 8 out of 10.
I think that what you're saying before about the two different tones, that's reflected too in the two different trailers. The second trailer, yes. I actually liked. I'm like, you should. I enjoyed it. That. Mm-hmm. That's the movie I actually want to see.
Well, that first one that they called Jane a teaser was just confusing. It was confusing.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it was boring. It was drab. It was dark. It didn't make any sense. It's like, what is this about? Who are these people? Why do we care? Mm-hmm. You know, there's no action. There's nothing. And so the next one, you get a bit of a story, and you get to see them using their powers. It's just, and then all of the drama doesn't help. All of this attacking the fans and talking about the ratings and stuff. Just can y'all hype up the movie? What you like about it? What fans may like about it? They're not even trying to get us excited.
I'm personally and this real quick, Macallum, real quick, and then you could say whatever you want. This is one of my favorite things because it was one of the first things I thought about when I heard they're in the trailer. They're like, "Wow," or Jon Snow's like, "Where were you when Thanos attacked?" And we're like, "We couldn't do anything," because they're only allowed to fight the deviants if they do something, but yet Thanos has the deviant gene and was going to destroy half the universe. Like, you couldn't get involved in that one. It's kind of like your plot hole is, it's a gashing large plot hole.
Yeah, it's like Daniela Pineda's crevices.
It did feel like in the trailer they were recognizing that was a mistake.
That was good though,
and I like that.
I do like her skin routine though that she put up. That was good.
Unsubscribe from the crevices.
I'm there's an old saying: "There's no such thing as like bad press." As time goes on, I'm side with Eric July on this one. Bad publicity exists.
Yeah, but I've also seen bad breasts before, so I don't know where you got that saying from.
Well, I said bad press, not bad breasts.
I think that Disney's really showing that their manipulation skills. I mean, they're getting so blatant anymore, and you can sit there and cry all day that we're making this shit up and we're conspiracy theorists or whatever. But I think it's becoming very, very clear that they have a set agenda here, and they do what they can to twist and manipulate everything. And my favorite review so far is this one from the New York Post. Actually.
Yeah, that one was great. I heard you read that on FNT.
I got it right here if you want me to read it real quick.
Please read it if you can.
This is from Johnny Olakasinski. I can never say his name. Olakasinski, I think is how it's pronounced probably. Johnny Ola.
Just call him Johnny O.
Johnny O. He's a boy. Yeah, he's just a young guy, but listen to this shit. Right. Just out of Infinity War. Sorry, Marvel's Eternals. Seriously, what a snooze. Fresh off of winning the Best Director Oscar for Nomadland, Chloe Zhao has upchucked one of MCU's worst movies in ages. To what end? Eternals, which will no doubt become a Jon Favreau punchline for a future Avengers film, need not exist in a universe that already counts the Fantastic Four and X-Men among its franchises. Yet, here you go, ticket buyers. Another far worse, uninformed collective of super beings with conspicuously similar powers and vague, grandiose mission to save humanity. Where were our amazing protectors when several hundred innocent people walked into a lousy 2-hour and 37-minute movie on Monday night? Wow, it's longer than Dune, kids. The Eternals are powerful aliens who spent 7,000 years on Earth keeping the masses safe from the deviants, which, from what I gathered, are wolves made out of twigs. However, like Star Trek's Prime Directive, they refuse to impact the course of history. They often screw up that last part. The most important difference between the Eternals and X-Men, however, is that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Halle Berry's Storm are layered, fascinating character studies. Angelina Jolie's Thena has the personality of a bar of soap and an accent that suggests her semester abroad in London was the best 4 months of her life. Yeah, that's all characters are similarly bland. Richard Madden's Icarus is hot, can fly, has laser eyes. Gemma Chan's Cersei is able to change inanimate objects into other inanimate objects, but God forbid she alters her facial expression. Druid Barry Keoghan, or however you say his name, can control people's minds. Kingo, Kamal Nanjiani, stars in Bollywood movies and has fire hands. Makari, Lauren Ridloff, runs super fast. Gilgamesh, Ma Dong Suck. That is like the world's awesome.
Whoa, Suck what?
Yeah, it's Madong Suck.
Jesus Christ,
he's got the world's coolest
Isn't that the
name.
gay character though?
Yeah, but I don't care. His name is Madong Suck.
It just works so perfectly.
Is really strong and sprite. Leah McHugh has the ability to trick people with optical illusions, like making you believe it used to be a boy character. Now it's a girl character. There's also
wait a minute. Culture has a point of.
Point
go ahead.
Point of order.
Point of personal privilege. Tom, do you know where I can change my name to Madong Suck, please?
That's just a great name.
Madong Casino.
Oh my God.
Madong Casino.
Madong Casino. Yeah, that works.
Madong. There's also
and Marby Dog. She is not Latin. Well, maybe. Okay. Maybe she's like Latin D. Double D?
Latin
okay,
double
go on.
D. There's also Fastos, a magical inventor of new technologies, played by Brian Tyree Henry, who boasts one of the time-jumping movie's most confounding moments. The screen reads Hiroshima 1945, while Henry stands among the wreckage and yells, "What have I done?"
What in the hell is that weapon?
She generates. That's what she generates, like a massive crossbow. I don't know.
Like a magic, like a magic.
She makes things, including new breasts, apparently.
And there's Superman. There's Superman, or
and the group's later Ajax is played by Selma Hayek, who is not even allowed to be fun in Selma Hayek. I lost count of how many times these 10 boring people casually found themselves in a perfect triangular formation. They needed 10 fucking characters in this thing.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
They rushed it.
Someone said it a little earlier in the chat, and I'm sorry if I forgot who said it.
This is Lord of the Rings?
Well, they said Disney has not, when was the last time a great movie had 10 main characters? 10 main characters. Lord of the Rings. Nothing. And dude, this is no Lord of the Rings.
And that's an argument there for main characters, right? You've got
exactly.
You probably 5 or 6 main characters, and then you have
5
secondary
6
supporting characters, and then you have your side character. You're talking layers of characters in Lord of the Rings,
right? But we're talking 10. This is 10 diverse
characters,
gendered characters.
It could have been a saga. I mean, they just.
I think.
Threw everything together.
Do you guys follow the YouTuber Mannix?
No,
not at all.
No. Okay, so he did a.
But he's invited on the show if he's big.
Yeah, he is.
My God.
He is.
Get your producer on that.
What is your obsession with people's wieners, Scott?
Wow, I just like big. I want big.
He did a video on the Eternals, and I think he made a good point that because these are you have 10 unknown characters that are very fresh. You don't have time to flesh them out. This should have been like a Disney Plus show. If you're gonna go this route,
okay.
I mean?
Here's the thing, Makini. I would agree, but at the same time, it's not like we've gotten any Disney Plus gems. We've gotten freaking
No,
that
but the
Wanda
Avengers
show was
correct.
shit.
You're right.
Bluey.
No, the Avengers
Bluey is the best thing
because you built all these characters up, right? We got to know them over time, and
yes,
it's not like the Eternals are the fucking Justice League, where that's where I made the argument that was Warner's mistake. Is everybody knows who most of those characters are? You should have just boom, here's the Justice League. Then we'll do our singular movies. No, in this case, you're introducing 10 new characters that nobody knows. This isn't Guardians of the fucking Galaxy. You don't have no talking trees or raccoons to bring anybody into this. What do you got? You got Sprite. What the fuck else you got?
Well, dude, you had Salma Hayek's boobs, but you
besides
covered
that,
her up.
I am boob.
I am boob.
Here's what it's pretty much basically what I'm thinking. It's just I think this would have been worked better, even despite the quality of the Disney Plus shows. This would have worked a lot better as a Disney Plus show. Hell, if not, this should have been more of a Zack Snyder type of film where it's much more emphasized, much more exaggerated, much more, in your face about it in a way. That kind of style. I'm honestly, at this point, I am honestly believing that we will, at least in this lifetime, we will never see a faithful, good interpretation of any of Jack Kirby's creations. The closest we've gotten to is Doomsday in Snyder Cut.
Well, there's also
again,
Don't forget this one.
MrGrantgregory.
I'm saying, look at the color palette in that. I mean, you're telling me that's a Kirby property? Like, I mean, it's ridiculous.
That's Planet Hulk mixed with Thor, is what it is.
No, I meant the Eternals.
Kirby's acidy. Yeah, Kirby's acidy. You know, like it's like an acid trip.
Fucking stupid.
And I think that's something that Thor Ragnarok nailed was the color palette and making it vibrant.
Well, here's some actual Eternals art right here. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
That is just amazing.
And with Jack Kirby's creations, when you look at like the fourth world and everything, you look how over top, how exaggerated, how everything epic it feels. That should have went for, especially when you consider things that have, when you consider intergalactic properties in the Marvel universe is always over the top and exaggerated, hence Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, you look at that, now look at this.
Yeah.
Like,
I fail to recognize the correlation.
So
There's
lame.
What that showed is that some of them actually do look like their character, but the costumes don't.
Right.
Which is just
too generic.
Dude, the costumes are trash.
How is it that the comic book looks more realistic than the actual shot?
That's right.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah. I mean,
Dude,
Sprite is one of the only characters I actually knew.
Yeah, but the Sprite thing was so funny because Tom sent this picture to me, and I was like, "Wait, so this guy was a dude, and then they sex swapped him, and then they turned the little like
girl boy,
and then they turned the little girl into a boy because I thought
a girl boy, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a boy the whole time. Like, I didn't even think it was a girl. I didn't know that.
And again, but
I think it's supposed to be a girl.
Are they gonna address it? Yeah, because I think wasn't that the thing that they addressed it in there that it is pretending to be a girl now or something? Because they can change their appearance.
Well, in real life, it's a woman, but like her girl. I mean, she's still young, but like that's the thing.
I thought it was a boy the whole
time. So that's not Greta Thunberg.
Like, are they trans?
No, it's not Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
Believe it or not, it is not Greta Thunberg. I can't do
this hair anymore. It's killing me.
How dare you?
I mean,
So this is the Jon Snow character, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So he looks like him, right? It's just the costume.
Not the hair and the costume.
No.
Well, the hair.
I don't see him saying McQueen anywhere, so I don't think it's him.
Okay.
See, and that's the thing. They're just not. What sucks is we know they can capture the Kirby colors in this universe. Yeah. We've seen it.
But look at this. It's like it's night and day.
I'm telling you, they thought they wanted to go like the Snyder Cut way, and they're like,
they want to do it dark,
everything gray and dark and gloomy, and it's like that's not Marvel.
Yeah, and yet what they needed was more pink hair.
You might have a point there, Culture.
The one place it would have worked.
Well, at least it would have been more reflective.
Here's
of
what they actually should look
movie.
like.
You know, valid point though. Do we care if they, like? I don't care if they race swap and stuff and gender swap, but make it more exciting looking, make it more colorful. Yeah, it just looks so bland. And even like, again, Jane, I agree with you. The second trailer was much better, but it still felt very dark. Like, and I'm just talking about the cinematography. It was like a darker. It always seemed gloomy out.
And see, for me,
sorry, Jan, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, personally, I don't have a problem with that particular style. Like, a lot of people don't like dark Superman, for example, but I like that style. So when it leans in that direction of being more real or more ethereal or more contemplative and sort of somber, but good in terms of storytelling, I'm fine with that. So
same here.
I was open to this, but it's just so much of the negativity surrounding it is what's making me less.
Well, and speaking of Snyder, you can see here, like, this suit is pretty bright blue, right? Like,
so I was just going to say that. I was just going to say this photo
just
looks
like
better.
Snyder, they just bleed the color out. Like, look at
right there. Look at that. What you have up, it looks so much better than what I just had up.
Thank you.
That's what she said.
That's she always says.
Pause.
And then I cry.
See, this is what natural blue hair looks like. Just so
oh, hold on.
Culture's more colorful than the Eternals.
That was a play against me. You son of a bitch.
So let me ask you guys this: are any of you actually going to see this movie?
No, I never even saw Shang-Chi.
I asked my audience on the show I did on Friday, on the Friday pre-flight, right before everybody sings. I'm like, do you guys want me to see this? By a factor of 5, they said no.
Jane, you said you're gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it because I feel like this is just terrible marketing again. Potentially, like with Dune, for example.
Right.
The actress who plays Jessica, she so irritated me.
Me too.
Like I was getting angry.
I was so mad, Jane, that when I was watching the movie, I was like, I want to hate you, make me hate you. And then she was so great that I was like, oh, I hate that I can't hate her because she's great.
So I'm gonna go see it because it could very well be my taste. But this isn't helping. I can tell you that.
I'm looking forward to hearing what you think about it.
Yeah, I do too, because Jane, you're usually pretty level-headed about stuff. Mm-hmm. So I do want to hear what you think, because I did dig the second trailer. I just knew that from what I've heard, it and then these new recent little clips they've been letting out, like Eternals assemble, like shit like that. Like, okay, we're getting more MCU-ish. Like, I was really hoping for something completely different, like just a true, like, epic, out of time feel. Like, these people are kind of like the Highlander of, you know what I mean? Like they've lived for so long, they don't even relate.
I think Eternals should go for more of that. I would say kind of go for more of that Dune kind of feel. You know what I mean? That Dune meets like Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings, since we're dealing with demigods and celestial. Yeah, Dune meets Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings, since we're dealing with celestial beings, celestial
timeless characters within their world.
I mean, literally timeless, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like they're true, and timeless. Yeah, well, timely.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking of is they've been on the planet for 7,000 years. To them, a decade is nothing. So when people are getting worried about, like, this is the end. Well, to them, they've seen hundreds of this is the end type moments. I mean, Hiroshima, all this stuff that they're relating to throughout, the destruction of civilizations, the birth of new ones. Like, they could have had such a cool perspective on what the world is like, but we're so worried about make sure we have a gay character and like, this girl boy's got to be in it, and
they invented sign language.
You could,
as well.
in some ways, I think you could have made them more like DC's version of Marvel's version of DC's Watchers. If you're familiar with those kind of characters, somebody who's in the back, characters who are in the background, kind of observing as the world is unfolding. Hence,
Marvel has Watchers. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that. Something like a more celestial, kind of like a TVA that you saw in Loki.
Let's go with this too. The Eternals are interesting too, because the Watchers and the Celestials, like, they have different perspectives on, the Watchers just watch and record, while as the Celestials actually create, destroy, play around with beings. You know what I mean? So, like, they're two different factions. That could have been something interesting, too. Let me just hit this real quick before you say something. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, who's a good friend of the channel, for $5, said, best panel out of Kirby's Eternals. Icarus gives Sprite a spanking in issue 10. Will it happen in the movie? No, reverse that.
I have that panel somewhere. Let me see here.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the monitors, but yeah, basically the watches, like the monitors and anti-monitors.
Well, we have Valliant Renegade for I was about to say 200. I'm sorry, dude. $20, who is Valliant Renegade's channel. If you guys are not subscribed, but you're subscribed to me, well, then his production value and voice is 10 times better. So had to pop through real quick while I could. He's amazing. Happy Halloween. Feel free to come by for shenanigans later on Mary Mayhem's channel. Great to see you guys and gals. I love you, buddy. Thanks for trying to take people away from my show. Actually, we'll be done by then. Oh, actually, no, that starts soon. But Mary's a friend of the channel too. We love her. So, yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, go ahead, Makani. You wanted to say one more thing?
No, that's what I was
that?
saying. I was thinking more of the DC's monitor and anti-monitor characters. But yeah, similar to kind of like watchers, some people who are observing and what's going on, which I think would definitely help explain why they didn't interfere during the Thanos snap.
Yeah,
you know
but
I mean?
It would have worked that way. Not we only deal with this, we only deal with people like Thanos, but we let him just do whatever he wanted. So this guy looks like we were upsetting the right people. So again,
this
a lot of people saying
all this time that they don't give a shit. They want to drive away the old fans. And I couldn't find the Sprite picture, so I figured this would make up for it.
What the hell?
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
She's getting it.
She's feeling it.
She is.
Is the kid behind her?
I'm a little bit more concerned about the person
What
wrapped
is
up in
going on with the guy behind her?
Yeah, that's saran wrap, right?
Kill me
that's
now.
Saran wrap.
What the fuck, y'all?
Is this some sort of weird conversion therapy?
He's
gonna be sick.
I guess. I mean,
all over everyone too. That's COVID right there. Shit.
Oh
my
yeah.
God. No.
That's so sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I don't know. I kind of with Jane on, like, I like to see things because there are things I love that other people are like, why do you like that? It's because it caught me. It hit something with my emotion or something I was feeling at that time. Like I related to something in the movie. We all have those movies. Yeah.
I'm just not going to pay for it.
And I mean, the movie could be good, even
I'm
though
with
it
you on
doesn't
that
look
too.
like a Kirby, comic. But that New York Post review that we didn't finish, but you can pretty much figure how it ends. I mean, that kind of stuff. Just hearing all that just does not make me want to see the movie anymore.
Right.
And I mean, when you've got, it's one thing like, when Dune is getting bad reviews and certain other things are, that's a little different because we know the source material on that in that case. In this case, let's just say that the virtue signaling wasn't enough for these individuals to even try to pretend that they enjoyed themselves. I mean, this is stretching it. Let's be real. Like, this is one of the longest Marvel movies besides one of the Avenger films.
Yeah, how long is it again?
2 hours and 37 fucking minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's halfway to 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm
long,
with
right?
the Slington girl. I'm just going to watch Dune again.
No kidding.
Yeah, I've watched it 3 times.
I've watched
think a lot
it
of people are
many
too.
times. I lost count.
I love
I've
it.
heard from at least a couple people now where they have said that, and even Gary checked it live on Friday Night Tights the other night. Yeah, speaking of the devil, there you go. I love those. Those are amazing, Nina.
You did that?
Nina, you made those?
Great job.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
God,
is
it's
amazing.
That's awesome.
Tom, remember when
you're
I told you I had
talented.
pumpkin guts all over me last night?
Yes.
This is
Okay.
it.
That is amazing.
Well, you had Gary and Az pumpkin guts all over you.
Yeah.
Dude, you're
Gary and Az
talented.
pumpkin guts.
Wow. Oh, that's not Gary and me. Oh. I thought that was me.
It could be. It could be, right?
Let's just
Like
say it
Gary
is. It's
B.
my
If
show.
you combine
Yes,
them a
and
little
it's
bit,
close.
maybe.
You know what? Yeah, take Gary's like beard and everything
Az
else about Az, because we're both bigger.
Gary's came out right.
Yeah,
That's.
they both
I mean,
look
that's
great.
amazing. That's
That is
amazing.
We're both
Don't let Stephen
bigger
Walton see it.
guys.
He'll try to steal it.
But yeah, I was saying, like, even speaking of Gary, he even looked last night, and like I was saying, I was hearing from people that they were moving out showings of the Eternals and putting Dune and extending Dune because they weren't selling enough tickets in like certain bigger theaters, like the 40X and the IMAX screens.
And the
stuff.
IMAX, they actually moved it out another week, Tom. I actually checked on that. It's weird. I'm like, okay, I guess I can't.
But this is supposed to be some 100 million. Okay, so like theaters that were supposed to, because the next week, November 5th, is when Eternals opens. So theaters that had it listed in their 40X and IMAX and all that kind of big premium screens have removed those showings and added showings of Dune. And one of the people that I talked to said specifically they were told from the manager was because they weren't selling enough tickets to justify the Eternals being in the bigger screens. So they moved those out because they were actually selling more tickets of Dune. So basically at this point right now, it's like they're neck and neck as far as pacing each other, or Dune is outpacing Eternals. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I think the word of mouth has gotten around on Dune, and I think even though people have watched it on HBO Max, they're like, "Oh, I got to go experience this in IMAX," right? Like,
that's how I feel right now.
Agreed.
So I'll be interested. I bet you will see, like, even though Eternals, and again, I could be completely fucking wrong, but even though Eternals is tracking to do like $100 million, how much you want to bet you watch next weekend? It's like Eternals only does like 60 or 70 million, and Dune hangs in there at like 30 or 40 million.
Look,
can you imagine that?
So.
Dune.
It'd be good if Dune could stay on top against them. I think that'd just show.
That would just be. I mean, that would be insane. I just don't know if they could pull it off. Right?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Be incredible.
Yeah. We can all wish. Oh, sorry, Casino, you go.
I can wish.
No, it's fine.
No, go ahead, Mr. Grant Gregory. We all interrupt culture.
Oh, I was saying, I think if we can do that, I think that'll be the nail that finally shows that they need to stop with this. I mean, just write a story, for Christ's sake. There's so many good stories out there. Just write one, shoot it, and people will go see it. It's such a simple formula. I mean, I don't understand how I can look back at 90s shitty like B grade films and go, you know what? I just wish there was something like that now.
Right. Well, didn't they have it at the beginning? Like, look, Iron Man, Captain America: First Avenger, like all these movies from the beginning. Thor, they were good movies. Like, the story was fun. There was some emotional scenes. Like, you had a good flow throughout the whole movie, and they weren't worried about like, oh, we have to insert this character. Like, they're so worried about how they look from the outside for cast and who's behind the camera and all this shit, instead of getting the best people for the role and the best director and the best writers. Like, they just want to, like, I'm sorry, it's diversity hires. And I think it's unfair to people that are qualified. I don't care what color you are, what race you are. If you're the best at it, do it. And Hollywood should be that, like, you should be able to break through. Now that there should be more programs helping out younger kids, like Jane has talked about. But Hollywood should be the place that allows greatness to rise to the top. And we're not seeing it anymore. With the Russ
situation, they just hire who they know.
Right.
They hire who they know and pushes their agenda. That's it.
And as we know, nepotism kills.
Yeah, that's going to get messy.
No, I didn't. I missed that. Hold on 1 second, guys. I missed a couple super chats.
Yeah, well, while you're looking for that, Nick was nice enough to send this to me. I thought I grabbed it when I was doing our Eternals thing, but I didn't. Here's the bit he's talking about where Sprite's getting the spanking.
Well, and the thing is, Scott, you bring up a good point, because here's the thing. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, a lot of the more A-list and B-list Marvel heroes, they really are larger than life characters, and that's what the MCU did in the first 3 phases, is emphasize the larger than life nature of those characters to a great extent.
Yeah, and I mean, they were good stories. They just happened to be based around superheroes. It wasn't a superhero story. It was a story about a man suffering from PTSD, about someone who wasn't worthy, about someone who's trying to prove. These were stories that, if you take the superhero element out of it, they are still great stories. The
first Captain America is freaking brilliant. He's freaking brilliant.
I love the first Captain America, dude. I love it. I think it's a great movie.
It is.
I
hated it when it first came out.
I missed a couple super chats here.
That's because you suck at being a host, Scott.
I so do. So
I hate to tell you this live on camera, but yeah.
No, but you do.
Okay.
Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective for $2 said a spork is a spoon with an extra poke. That's messed up, Tommy.
Now, does Taco Bell own the patent on the spork, or is that just somebody was never smart enough to patent?
I believe someone wasn't ever smart enough, and I don't think was it Taco Bell? I thought there was.
That's the first time I ever remember seeing or hearing of a spork.
Yeah, no, sporks were around.
I'm sure they've been around for a while.
I'm gonna have to do a history of. Toxic Man Flu. I missed a $20 super chat. He said I think he meant this. This is for Nina to never do that again. What was that, Nina?
The singing.
For $20.
Why? She was all right.
I thought that was fantastic, but Toxic Man Flu, I like your $20, so thank you very much.
Yeah, it was the Tina Turner thing. You're welcome, Scott. I earned you $20.
I know, you totally hooked me up. Thank you, my friend.
What's love got to do with it?
Oh, snap.
Hit me with your best shot. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong one.
Yeah, wrong one, totally, dude. But later. We don't need another way home. Valiant Renegade
That
for
was extra amazing because of your damn headphones, okay?
I know, right?
In the fingers.
Yeah, you got to have the finger. Well, I've always seen divas have like they do the.
Yeah, that's why Donald Trump does that all the time because he's a diva.
He does. Yeah. Valiant Renegade for $4.99 talking about the Great Merry Mayhem show. After your show, LOL, everyone stay here and show Scott some love. Smiley face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. You didn't fix it, man. You didn't fix it. You're going to have to come on the show next week and make up for that. So
bring someone with 100,000 subs.
Always bring somebody
100,000 at least.
Well, or closer to 1 million, like DJ Scandalous, who I've tried to get on the show a few times, and at least he responds. But, whatever.
Toxic DJ. Man Flu just super chatted $2. Private dancer.
Yeah, my private dancer. Yeah, Toxic Man Flu for $2. Private dancer. Or private tutor.
Want me to do?
Okay, Larry says Sporks came from KFC.
Same
Sporks have
company.
been around since the 1800s.
Sweet. See, this is why Sporking needs to do the history of. I don't know.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I know it was some guy in New York that patented it. Initially, tried to.
That's up to Spork to tell us the story.
Yeah.
I will tell this story.
I'll write
we don't need another 10 heroes.
Yeah, we need your origin story, Scott.
I'll tell you what. I will write an original song for it.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm down for that. We will do it. I'm actually working on a comic.
To the past. How did it happen and how did it last?
Yeah, I want real 80s, so it's like I want a real 80s feel, so I'm like,
your internet.
You know how in the 80s, like,
your internet looks like it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, your internet does look. It's like I feel like we're getting old school Scott back again.
You're like freaking.
Is it the camera?
Man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Camera switch.
I don't
back
know if
to
it's
high
the camera. It's your internet. You're like all.
You know why? You know why? Because someone told me to go to Mumbai. You son.
The fuck?
Wow. Now you're frozen.
I think he was on
I think he was frozen
VPN.
today.
That's what he was. He was probably on VPN.
I was in Mumbai.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, that's better. There you are. Now I can see your shiny bald head.
Let's try it again. Now, okay, so here we go. Right? Start, Tom.
Now I'll put it in HD.
Right, Tom, go for it.
It's the Sporking News. He knows everything you want to know.
Something like that. Something like that.
Even though his hair will never grow.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Podcast.
I don't know why that's cracking me up so much. It's the pink.
What are you saying? These are my daughters.
You bet your ass it's the Sporking News Podcast.
I like that.
I love it.
So I'm done with the Eternals. We got two other stories I'd like to talk about.
Show me that smile again.
Oh yeah, that is.
I hope you're writing this shit down, Tom.
Yeah, write it down.
I never write this shit down. That's the problem.
I know.
Make sure you play it on a guitar as well.
The best.
Well, that's okay. It's not like you can't replay this.
That's true.
As long as we got Sporking News.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to keep going.
No, I don't want to ruin the show. I mean,
no, dude, I do well enough on my own.
We started with it ruined.
Like, I know how to stop.
No.
Like,
I don't. We're going to do a little news of the weird. This is one of my favorite news of the weird stories. The City Council of Christchurch, New Zealand, has officially ended its contract with the Wizard of New Zealand, also known as Ian Blackberry Chanel, after 23 years of service over his 23 years as the Wizard of New Zealand.
Scott, it's Christchurch, not Christchurch.
Christchurch.
It's Christchurch.
Do we really care?
I do.
I mean,
I'm sure from people from New Zealand
that kind of stuff.
Grammar. I'm sorry,
because
grammar.
Remember, it was the site of that incident. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
One time.
Just be respectful.
Oh, jeez. Christchurch of New Kiwis. Over his tenure, the wizard cast spells, entertained tourists.
Dude, this site sucks. You should go to the other site that has his picture and everything. I covered the story.
Did you really?
Yeah, man, he's got a website.
Oh, give me that article, please.
Okay, hold on.
All right, we're gonna talk about other things.
That's a walking frame. He was a politician.
Was he really?
He cast spells on. Yeah.
Do you know the guy?
Not personally, no. It's a completely different country.
Well, I mean, they're close, though, right? I mean, you can't walk over to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Jesus. I mean, maybe Culture could. He could walk across.
Culture. Wow. Jesus Casino.
Yeah.
Jesus Casino.
Yeah, there is an ocean there, Scott. I mean,
there he is.
I mean, it's
it
not.
Only
it's
takes
more
3
like a
hours
channel.
by plane.
It's like a channel. I mean, really.
Have you heard of great whites, Scott?
I'm not
They're
racist like you.
Whoa.
God, Culture, you're really showing it tonight.
Taking its official wizard off the payroll after 2 decades.
Damn.
Look at that guy. Please show me his picture again.
But why was he on the payroll?
I don't know. I want that job.
Because he's a wizard.
Why was
he's
there
a
a
town
wizard?
Why do I feel like he kind of looks like Scott a little bit?
Yes.
He looks like Scott a little
With
bit.
hair.
Without the glasses.
Well, I mean, funny thing, he's not even originally from New Zealand. He's actually English.
So I could be the Wizard of New Zealand? Is that what we're
not
saying?
Not anymore. They've fired. They've
the
gotten
wonderful
rid of
Wizard of
this job.
Spork.
Wait a minute. What'd you say, Nina?
They've gotten rid of this job. That's why. That's why they took him off the payroll.
Another thing technology has done, it's taken away magic.
Exactly.
I know, right? Exactly.
So Christchurch, New Zealand is parting ways with its official city wizard after more than 2 decades. His offensive remarks about women and local government's new tourism strategy reportedly spelled his doom. Ian Brackenbury Channel is known as the Wizard of New Zealand. Apparently even on official documents like his passport also says that he's a wizard of New Zealand. He's been on Christchurch City Council payroll since 1998, receiving an annual salary of 16,000 New Zealand dollars. That's more than 11,000 in USD.
That's not a lot.
No, it's
not much of a salary. Yeah.
To provide acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services as part of promotional work for the city's Christchurch, according to New Zealand's new.
What did he wizard?
He would just be like the town
spells.
Wizard. Yeah, he would just be like, yo.
Or like if you were going to jaywalk.
Like a motivational speaker.
Or if you're about to jaywalk, he'd be like, you shall not pass.
Exactly, Scott. That's the kind of stuff he would do.
Oh my God, I want this job.
They're upset that he said something a bit out of date. I'm like, the guy's 90 years old. I'm pretty sure he's he's definitely got some outdated views.
Where they put his website? There it is on his website.
You know, this is what I'm saying. They shouldn't have gotten rid of the position. They should just replace him with an American balding middle-aged guy who could be a wizard.
So the decision was a difficult one, according to McCallum. She explained that Christchurch's promotional landscape is changing to increasingly reflect our diverse communities and showcase a vibrant, diverse, modern city that is attractive to residents, domestic and international visitors, new businesses, and skilled migrant workers. Which is weird because you would think that a wizard would attract people. Like,
so wizards aren't diverse anymore?
Oh my God! Think about this. He is in a very, very small, like he's an actual hired wizard by a country.
We should have
the city. Like this is a small demographic. Like he is a protected class, and I think we should sue Christchurch, New Zealand over this shit.
Well, look at this quote here. This is amazing.
This gets better.
Okay.
That may not be the only reason that the Guardian reports citing controversial comments Chanel made back in April. I love women. I forgive them all the time. I've never struck one yet. Never strike a woman because they bruise too easily in the first thing. Woo! And then they'll tell their neighbors and their friends, and then you're in big trouble. He said,
he's a fucking wizard.
Damn.
So tell me what he said wrong. Tell me what he said wrong.
This guy's like, he's like, I haven't hit one yet, but I feel like he's talking from experience. Like,
I don't know if he's
know.
stupid or basic.
You know why he said yet? No, what he said, why he said yet. Yeah, either it was a joke or like we say.
Clearly a joke.
But like we say in recovery, you say, I haven't done that yet because you never know what tomorrow may bring. And he might have to slap a bitch.
Right. I think this was the one where it was
the slap a bitch?
George!
George!
I think this is one where there was an 18-year-old reporter saying that he was outdated and your views on women, and I think that was the tongue-in-cheek one that he said.
Okay, so the guy's
just
smooth
joking.
Yeah, he's just joking around.
Yeah.
But they didn't care.
Yeah, he's a white wizard. You're right.
They want the thing is they wanted an excuse to like get rid of him anyway, and then he gave them one. Chanel told Steph that the council had waved him off because he didn't fit with the city's modern image, calling them a bunch of bureaucrats who have no imagination and are not thinking of ways to promote Christchurch overseas. Despite his disappointment, Chanel promised to keep visiting Christchurch Art Center to chat with tourists and locals. It makes no difference. I will still keep going. He said. They will have to kill me to stop me.
I love him. Once a wizard, always a wizard.
So he's based as hell.
This dude is freaking awesome.
So then this goes into kind of like the history of like how he became a wizard and stuff like that. But we won't get into all of that because we're just gonna go into his actual website, which is the best thing ever.
Let me hit this up first, real quick. Then Joakim Stark for 20 Swedish kronos. Wizard, a formidable man. I think gripping his wood, and I'm with you on that. I mean, you got to hold the wood tight. You don't want to lose your staff.
But you're describing Walton, who isn't formidable in any way, shape, or form.
So is Walton a wizard?
Well, he's a hobbit wizard.
He's gripping some other sort of wood.
The
wood's wood.
Somebody's making.
Where are you,
Makini?
Mute your ass, brother. You are like, what are you rolling down a hill right now? Can we?
Sorry.
Before we get to the Wizards website, Nina got to share her pumpkin. Can I share mine?
I would love you to. And someone send George a link.
Okay. Show me your
I got
I'll do that. Go ahead and you got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I got the link. You
go ahead and share the
pumpkin.
There you
picture.
go. There's my pumpkin.
Guys, how do you do that? How
That's
do you
not
get
me,
it?
Actually, it's Mortal Coil. But
Oh, that's so
that was
cute.
awesome.
That's cute.
Cat butthole pumpkin is fucking.
I love it. Now, could someone tell me, like, with the Gary one, Nina?
I thought it was a cat that got shot.
Did you like shave? Did you shave the pumpkin so that some of the light goes through, but some? Okay, is that how you do that?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
You're a wizard then.
I want to be a wizard.
You're a wizard, Scott.
I wasn't too happy actually with the way as has turned out because I've been out of practice for a while.
Right. I think it looks pretty good.
Carved pumpkins for a while, but I've done like really complicated ones before. Like I did Darth Vader, I've done Yoda, I've done Chewbacca, I've done. I haven't done the Death Star yet. That's been like a goal of mine to like make a Death Star pumpkin.
That'd be dope.
And I've done like a whole bunch of other ones. The one time I did Yoda and Darth Vader, the funniest thing happened like that night because I was still living in Canada back then, and I had them on my porch. Yeah. And these kids came by and they smashed my Yoda one, but they left Darth Vader, and I was so mad because I was like, those fuckers, they'd like smashed the light side, but they kept the dark side.
That's not Halloween.
That
would have been better if they did it on Mischief Night.
It's just mean, man.
Yeah, it's just mean. Look at how beautiful his website is.
Yeah, so this is his website. He has
I want a wizard.
His adventures, Fun Revolution. He talks about cosmology and his credentials. There's photo galleries. This is him. This is his like all the places he's been. By the way, he's been to Iran too. He taught at the University of Tehran before the war.
So he was a hippie that turned into a wizard.
Yeah, there he is.
Wow, he looks like Nostradamus.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Isn't that cool?
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Roan.
He looks like a ballerina here. I don't know what's going on.
I think that's what he's going for. But you know what? Wizards can be freaky deaky. They wear dresses all the time.
Those are robes.
Oh, they're dress-esque. They're dress adjacent.
Crazy, right? This guy's lived a life, though, man.
Dude, you can't. And he's like in his 90s. Did you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 90.
Oh my God! Look at those eyes. Like you're telling me that guy can't cast a spell.
Teacher in Tehran from 1958 to 60. This is like the things he's done. So he was a choir boy from 1942 to
that might answer
45.
a lot of questions.
Boy Scout leader in Kent from 46 to 51.
Mm-hmm.
Backpacking in Europe from 1950 to 51 and then 53 to 58. Royal Air Force officer in Winnipeg, Canada, 1952. Hitchhiking around USA by air, 1952.
How do you hitchhike by air?
Like you go to the airports and then you're like, hey, are you going here? I'm going here. Can you like give me a hitch? And then they fly you to wherever you want.
Oh, I thought he was in the plane. He's like, yeah, just drop me off here. I'll get a lift somewhere else.
That's so awesome. So he's gay.
So he's gay. Paper merchant representative in London, 1954 to 58. Teacher in Tehran, 1958 to 60. His cultural affairs, first cultural affairs officer at the University of UK, Leeds, 1962 to 63. Stars and winning team in first series of Granada TV's University Challenge in 1963.
It's just Granada.
Granada, thank you.
Granola.
Community arts organizer and adult education board, University of WA Perth, 1963 to 67.
This guy's been everywhere.
Yeah, this guy's lived a life, man.
Where's Perth? Cool? Where the fuck is Perth?
That's an Australia.
Opposite side of
so it's near New Zealand. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said Perth.
Completely not.
I mean, it's in Australia, so it's like right there, New Zealand.
No, it's. Have you seen Australia?
It's like right next to New Zealand, right?
No.
They're so close.
Ooh, he's got videos.
Oh my God, can we play him without him? Come on, dude.
Oh my God, should I play it?
I'm worried what he's gonna do to those. Is that his thing doing that, or are we doing that?
Yeah, it's his thing.
That's freaking awesome. He's a wizard.
Should I play it, Scott? I don't know.
Yeah. Play it. I don't care if they copyright claim us.
Play it.
Okay.
Birthday honours list now, and among those awarded a QSM today as a long-time identity, activist and supernaturalist, the wizard Juliet Speedy caught up with the man beneath the pointy
All right, mute it for a second.
The mostly unconventional wizard.
So weird.
What
You're telling me
amazed gets
that's
a phone
not a
call
wizard.
telling him about his conventional QSM.
Absolutely.
I can't hear anything. That's so weird. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, because we all hear it.
Yeah,
you all hear it, but I don't hear anything? That's so weird.
It was awesome until you stopped it.
I'm sorry. Well, I want to hear
He just said he was flabbergasted. Now we're never going to know
video
why.
Ever.
And time profit. I just want to say, I said dress adjacent.
Hold on. We're going to go right to YouTube and watch it. 1 second.
Oh, you want us to tube?
Watch it on YouTube.
Guys, cast a spell on the like button while you're here and share out the stream with your massive wood stick.
I'm feeling
without
very
Scott's
blue.
stream of being a wizard.
I'm feeling very blue right now.
Why?
I swear, you should be just telling everybody your bear nerd fun for Christmas. I said Christmas. Holy shit!
I love you too, Islington girl.
I got
I'm
that
sharing
reference.
the video now, by the way. Okay.
All right, we got you.
All right, here we go.
Returning to the Queen's Birthday honours list now, and among those awarded a QSM today as a long-time identity, activist and supernaturalist, the wizard.
Kind of looks like
Juliet
Radagast.
Speedy caught up with the man beneath the pointy hat.
The mostly unconventional wizard was somewhat amazed.
Okay, can we stop it right there?
Telling him about his conventional.
This
Wait,
is
we
what.
lost Jane.
Oh no!
Hi, Jane.
Did
I
she
love
leave?
you.
Oh, she had to head out.
Already.
Bye, Jane. I'm sorry I missed that.
Hi, Jane.
But I want to say, here we go again with the access media, because if you back it up a little bit, listen how they say him.
Like how like condescending this
condescending
asshole
is the perfect
It is
word.
very
And
condescending.
then listen how she introduces him. Go right ahead.
Okay.
No, the woman that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Juliet Speedy caught up with the man beneath the pointy hat.
Juliet Speedy.
The mostly unconventional wizard was somewhat
Unconventional
amazed
wizard.
to get the phone call telling him about his conventional QSM.
Absolutely flabbergasted. Anyway, I can use this flabbergasted because I had no idea that anyone took any interest in what I was doing at all, apart from the ordinary folks in the street.
He thinks it's probably a world first and last.
I think it'd be quite a remarkable event in the history of the world that a wizard should get a QSM. I mean, this is good stuff.
The last time the wizard made headlines, it was after he lost his
y'all,
house
look
and
at him. He's totally LGBTQ friendly too.
I mean, the dude is ahead of his time. He's ahead.
He's got a flag and everything.
You know,
Wait,
how
what
old
going
is
on with
this?
Oh, we can't have higher definition. Okay.
Oh, it's like my camera.
Did the wizard make Jane disappear?
He might have.
Yeah.
He might have.
Well, no, she was a pumpkin. She was about to expire.
Oh, expire. Goddamn pumpkin.
She hates white people.
Oh shit!
I'm kidding, of course.
I think it was Culture's blackface. I think it really bothered her.
Or blueface. Or blue hair.
I'm blue, black.
Fire a few years back.
Love you, Culture.
Just like Tina Turner.
Recovered from that. I'm still there, but it means that I've had to start again. So this QSM is a terrific thing for me. I'm so pleased.
The former academic born in London first rose to fame in New Zealand as a regular soapbox orator in Cathedral Square. The colourful man, famous for his ladder, constant battles with bureaucracy, and views as pointed as his hat, quickly became a Christchurch fixture and a must-see tourist attraction. Derided by some, worshipped by many, and never failing to tell the world his views on it.
Jim hasn't destroyed the Labour Party.
He poured cold water on any naysayers with a rain dance he did in 1993.
Wow.
Ending, he claimed a serious water shortage in Australia's Tamworth. He's also been recognised as a living work of art.
That's around the corner from where I live.
Now dividing his time between Christchurch and Oamaru, he hopes this award might throw up a few more opportunities.
Okay, get an interview.
Is he fingering everybody?
Yeah, wait a minute. Did you see that? Was he flipping us off?
A few more opportunities.
Dude, he legit fingered everybody on it.
I love this guy. Now, is he working with the church? Because he keeps saying he's like outside of churches and stuff.
Well, it's like he also has something to do with the tourism
area.
Right.
He was a tourism
attraction.
Tourism attraction, tourism and arts.
Well, Toxic Man Flu for $2 says he's the Joe Biden of New Zealand, dude. that is harsh.
Hey now, I'm a wizard.
Come on,
I'm
man.
a wizard, man. I'm a wizard.
I just touched the kid's hair. I don't sniff it.
Oh, hey, Michael.
That's how we get to go, man.
Michael Woolf might know who he is because you're from that area.
Yeah, let's get this guy in here for an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring him on a dump. Yeah, this
dude.
Oh my
Culture.
god, that would be amazing. You
Culture,
should get
me the
on
wizard.
dump.
Get me the wizard, Culture.
You want me to get you the wizard?
Yeah,
get me the wizard.
Look, it's Culture.
Culture.
Casino.
Culture is rainbow. He's LBGTQ.
He's pride. He's all
really God, he's pretty.
Good morning, starshine.
Fabulous.
Fab. I feel like look. I walk into the.
Let's finish this. There's only a little bit left.
No, Michael Woolf actually knows him. Okay, go on.
Sweet.
Christchurch.
Opportunities.
Everything I used to do has been stopped. The
Those
events
bastards.
team for the city council doesn't use me anymore as they used to.
The fire destroyed every wizard gun he owned. Now he's got the Queen's Service Medal. He's just had a brand new one made to pin it to. Juliet Speedy, 3 News.
There you
go. Then they kick him when he's fucking down on top.
There's another video.
Oh, Good Morning America had him.
Let's go.
Sweet. Here in Christchurch, they tell you that
Well, this
there is
is
one
old.
man
Holy
in
cow.
town that you absolutely have to meet before
This
you
is
leave.
old.
This is
Holy
a man who
shit.
describes himself as a living work of art.
This is older than Culture Casino, probably.
Oh, I love the
With
music.
state parks at British Field, Christchurch was missing only one thing. To complete the picture, it needed a true British eccentric. 20 years ago, Christchurch got one.
No man is born free. All men are born in chains.
His real name is Ian Brackenbury Channel, an Englishman by birth, a sociology professor in Melbourne, Australia, and now the celebrated Wizard of Christchurch. Most afternoons, you'll find him in Cathedral Square, delighting locals and tourists alike by lampooning everyone and everything, from politics to the battle of the sexes.
Human female is the only animal, apart from the gibbon, with always on heat. They never leave us alone. Never.
Oh my goodness.
He's so
Wow.
awesome.
He's just fucking goofing.
It's called
He's
becoming
having
a
fun.
tourist attraction.
He's so funny.
I
He's
should
having a lot of fun.
What culture?
caution you. I should caution you that in the background is the music from Fantasia.
Oh, they're
I know, I
totally
just
striking.
noticed
Oh,
that.
dang.
Mouse.
Yeah,
So
but
the mouse
normally
is,
that
the mouse is lawyer mice might come after.
Well, I was gonna say technically it's public domain, but then again, it's the Disney. If it's the Disney version, it might not be.
Andy, he didn't retire. They retired him. But I hope he becomes
after
a
they
YouTuber.
burned all his robes and shit.
Michail Woolf says, I've seen him many times in the church square. I told you.
That's so cool.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
I don't know. Do you want me to keep playing it?
No.
Okay.
We've got enough of our friend there. Toxic Man Flu for $2 says, I hear Scott tells Walton to give him the wizard. That's personal.
Wow.
It's personal.
Yikes.
Yeah, we all know Colin Kaepernick said that. He's such an ass.
Fuck him. Sorry.
You know, the world is such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Shitty place right now.
It is.
You know, like they're taking away imagination. They're taking away.
Well, they're gonna save that 9,700 euros.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
For just that little bit of money, and the man's, how much longer will he be around? People, like, whatever happened to, oh my God, I felt like I was just about to sing Full House. Whatever happened though to, like, you know, the idea of imagination, comedy, friendship, you know, people bringing people together, like artistry, like we don't want it anymore. Everybody just wants, you know, let's get rid of the old guy and we want to be the upbeat new Christchurch, fucking New Zealand. Like, come on, dude. It's sad. It's sad.
It is.
It is.
Agree.
I don't know. That makes me sad.
Yeti Cast, you really don't want me to lose my bananas.
What?
What happened?
He's comparing the combine that they do before each season, that they do before like training camp. He compares that to slavery.
Yeah, because slaves made, you know, $20 million.
Exactly. So
like, such an idiot. He is such.
I'm not gonna.
No, we're not gonna talk about Colin Kaepernick right now.
I can hear Culture's rage from here, even though he's muted.
No, Colin Kaepernick had 1.5 good seasons, and they figured him out because he was a college quarterback that didn't. They figured him out in the NFL, and he sucked after that. That's
he's a fraud.
All they had to do was put a spy on him
and
run and run man on the outside, and he didn't have somebody to outlet.
Hey, Reuben.
And as long as they stacked the box and blocked the tight ends at the line,
he was screwed.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was hosed. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, our girl's back.
Oh,
in life, just be this lady.
You know what?
Everything I wear looks like shit.
Do anything in front of
if I knew just what to say, then maybe you'd know what to do.
We need this on Toxic.
Oh, that's perfect. That's so perfect.
Never do anything in front of an open green screen.
Oh,
that's funny. He's grooving though.
Can we share this, Nina? Toxic Venom and Sporking?
That's perfect.
Could that be like both our themes? That is so dope.
That was
so dope. Oh, that was. What about
she getting it?
I'm always her when I'm drunk. This is.
Yeah.
Like this girl dances, right? Like you got zero
does that mean
fucks
that
to
she
give.
ties people up?
Oh, that's so
I
awesome.
wonder if that's the case with that guy behind him there.
Michail Woolf for 20 New Zealand says, towards getting the Wizard of Christchurch on your channel, mate, you had to have him on. Yeah. Dude,
well, if you have a connection, you should go hit him up.
Please. I will bump anybody for this guy. I really will.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Well, I don't have many guests, Nina.
We need the wizard.
What if like Star Wars Theory wanted to be on your channel that night?
He's sharing it. He's sharing it with the wizard.
Star Wars.
1 second.
First of all, he talks about wizards in space with lightsabers. So, you know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see how high your grift goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty petty, so I'll take that. I'm a simp. Escape said my eyes just started bleeding for some reason.
Wow.
Ow.
Hey, at least you didn't have the view of that guy that was tied up. I mean, you could clearly see he was in distress. I don't know what he was looking at.
It says he's having video ideas now. Hell, I'll tell you what, YetiCast. Somebody says I got to. Culture was one of them who says I got to do the the quotes from that New York Post and some of the other reviews over the Eternals footage. So we should work on that.
Oh, that would be dope. YetiCast knows what he's doing too. Thank you for the hot dog, This Islington Girl, for $1.49. You rock. Thank you so much. I love News of the Weird. I'm starting to think this has to be a segment every Saturday, is at least one article that is just not in our wheelhouse, because that's so much fun. That poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
Well, you just got to imagine it saying like, Oscar-winning director Chloe Zhao has upchucked one of the MCU's worst movies in ages.
And you have the girl behind it. Okay. Larry for $2. Get me that wizard. Stats. Sporks channel explodes. Dude, tell me you wouldn't want to watch that. Tell me you wouldn't want to watch me interview an actual freaking wizard.
That'd be awesome.
Not like a Stephen Walton hugging a tree type of thing. Like a wizard. Okay, this isn't like a witch or a Wicca. This is a freaking... He was hired as a wizard by a government.
Government-funded wizard.
Dude.
I was about to say.
That's...
Fascinating character studies. Angelina Jolie's Thena has the potential personality of a person. So, can't even do it with...
Please do it. Come on. You got it.
All right. Because, they use like the wrong quotes. But here.
Yeah.
Fascinating character studies. Angelina Jolie's Thena has the personality of a bar of soap and an accent that suggests her semester abroad in London was the best 4 months of her life.
Wow.
Dude, that guy went at it, man. That guy went at it. I love you, Toxic Man Flu.
TMF.
Oh, man. I had one other, but I think we're good.
Denis Villeneuve's Dune showed us that with Marvel, we'll take whatever we can get, the bare minimum.
So I did want to show this because I want your honest opinion. What makes a gay horror film? Here we go.
Nina has to go. Speaking of gay horror.
Oh,
Before
Nina.
you get into this gayness, I gotta get out of here.
Well, let's have all dudes then. That makes sense.
Tom Connor says everything I wear looks like shit on me. But baby,
Nina, I love you. Thank you very much.
Scott. Happy Halloween, darling,
Happy Halloween.
and happy Halloween to your family. I hope. Are you gonna go trick or treating tomorrow with the little ones?
Of course.
Okay, yay! Have fun. Be
Thank
safe.
you.
All that good stuff. Everybody in chat, I love you guys, and just happy Halloween. Everybody
Hey, before you go, Nina, I want to get you and John on one night on a small panel. So talk to him. Let me know. I don't know if he's still doing it, but you guys have been killing it on your show, and I want to get you both on. I think that would be fun.
For Infinite Nina, check out Nina Infinity's channel.
Yes.
I'll definitely tell him.
Love
Scott.
you, Nina.
Thanks,
and
Nina.
thank you, Tom. That was an amazing little.
Remember, Nina, Scott does everything small.
Very small.
I truly
Knowledge
miss my
Infinity,
calling.
Beauty Infinity, Nina Infinity.
Oh, Maki, that is so sweet.
That used to be that used to be my plug every time I plug your channel.
We'll be right back.
Oh my god! And Mr.
My own
Grantgregory,
kids.
it was very nice to meet you or see you. I think I've streamed with you before, so it was good to see you again.
Yeah, it's the first time we've actually talked because I jumped on as you jumped off. So
Oh,
technically,
makes
I
sense.
ripped
That
you
makes
off previous stream. So yeah, thanks for sticking around.
Yeah,
Love you,
of course,
Nina.
it was really good to see you. And everybody, have a great night, great weekend.
Fantastic Laura Croft cosplay, by the way.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. She's awesome. She is
Makini
awesome.
90 loves the costume.
Dude, I wish I could have asked. She took a picture, one of her Laura Crafts, looking dope. She's all like, gun out, and right behind her, there's a boat that looks like a shark. Dude, I couldn't stop looking at the boat that looks like a shark.
Just
like, I
when you
need to
thought
know
it was
more
safe
about
to
it.
Go back in the water.
Shark boat.
So you thought it was safe to go back into the water.
All right, yes, you're right, Keely Chow. It's now a sausage fest, so let's...
It was like God created a eating machine and gave it jaws.
Jaws. I love you, man.
That's the fucking trailer.
I know, I remember. Well, not very well, but I remember like the second or third one.
Man.
Well,
This
no.
summer.
Could someone tell me what makes an LGBTQ horror movie?
I don't
They get stabbed from behind.
Oh.
Okay, so let's do
If
this.
Seed of Chucky is not on this list, fail.
Well, that's what I'm going to
I
say.
agree.
these are their top 11 for, okay, historically horror films haven't always been kind to lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgender, queer people, black people mostly. I mean, they're always the first people to die, and it's a trope. Oh,
true.
Someone just came in.
In fact, I'm going to die first in this whole panel. So
what's up?
Hi, I came back because I heard you talking about the jet ski.
Yes.
And I was on the dock. And I saw it, and my eyes went right to it, and I was like, "It's a freaking shark jet ski! I want pictures with it." And that was it. I was
that the
out.
reason you did that? Because
yes.
I don't know why no one else saw it. I thought the thing was amazing.
I thought it was so amazing too. I was like, the only person who said anything was you, Scott. So I really appreciated it. I was like, yes, I was the only person. I was like, oh my God, it's a freaking shark jet ski. I need to take pictures of this thing. I was freaking out.
She looked beautiful in her costume. I'm a married man. I looked quick, and then I looked behind her and saw that beautiful jet. It was a jet ski.
You do what married men do. You look for sharks in backgrounds. It's a normal thing to do.
Yeah, sharks in backgrounds.
Sharks are awesome.
Okay.
It was a jet ski, and then I was like, I wanted to pretend to be Lara Croft, getting on the jet ski, but then I was like, if I knew the owner, if the guy was around, I would have asked if I could get on it, but I didn't know who the owner was because we were at the dock. So
you need to find out. I need more information.
I need to find out. You're right.
Yes, that's awesome.
Okay, that's
awesome.
it. That's all I came back to say. Bye.
Bye. Now there's gonna be memes of me poking out, looking at sharks.
Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw, Lorraine Gary, and Murray Hamilton. Jaws.
I love it. You got that voice down. Nikki D for $5 says, it seems the Russos have been a bit critical of Feige and the MCU creative team in their new book. Think their book's release was strategically timed. Okay, so I heard about this, but I don't know a lot about it. Has anybody heard anything of the excerpts out of this?
Yeah, we touched upon it a little bit Friday morning.
Okay.
And there was this book that came out about the MCU, and there's excerpts coming out of it about interviews. And again, people are taking in just these quotes, and they're kind of damning in some ways, but it's not so much that they're damning as we're reading into it a lot of things that kind of line up with other things that were said at the time, and we're kind of seeing an overall picture of the way the MCU has kind of gotten where it's at right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And again, you're seeing a lot of push and pull from people behind the scenes. I recently heard more about this whole deal with Brian Lord.
What's that?
Well, the whole Chapek thing. Brian Lord is ScarJo's agent.
Yeah.
And I heard from another source this whole deal about behind the scenes about her whole the lawsuit deal, and it was probably pushed to either get Brian Lord put out there in the it's I don't know how to explain this right now. Culture, help me out here.
Culture.
Which part of it? I mean,
the whole thing is
okay. Brian Lord is the agent in Hollywood right now. He is the co-runner of CAA, which is the biggest agency in the world.
Okay.
They for whatever reason, and it could have been inspired by ScarJo. It could have been inspired by by Kevin Feige. Who knows? But she elected to obviously take on Disney over the Black Widow thing. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. One of them being is Disney's trying to get the talent to move away from back-end deals and take something else as compensation. And that'll probably be the way that all these contracts roll. In fact, I think the last back-end deal contract that got written was for a sequel to Cruella that'll never get made with Emma Stone. And that was because that staved off a lawsuit that, Chapek wasn't interested in having.
Yeah, basically Chapek put the power back into the hands of the people who control merchandising and distribution.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this in turn took away power from people like Kennedy and Feige. And this is where the Russos, they've kind of butt heads with Feige. And even though this book, they're not talking about butting heads with him, but they're talking about, they did kind of butt heads with him. They're like, no, we don't want to kill all the fucking Avengers
they said,
and have them replaced with young actors. That was what they wanted, that Feige wanted to do, and he had said something to that effect in the press too.
Yeah, and the quote there, I think that's damning, is that the more damning is that they didn't want to push some politics in the third act, and they were actually willing to walk away until Feige came in the room, was energized by what they did, and backed off.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't know exactly what politics those are. Another thing we learned was that they had reshot the female power scene in the end game multiple times because it felt pandering.
Yes.
Which
actually
it
said
was
that kind of not in those words, but basically, because
no, I believe they used the term pandering. If I'm not mistaken.
No, but I mean beyond that, they're like, we, that moment, the team up with the ladies, so which really landed flat. I mean, to the audience even.
No,
but anyway,
it was.
Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say it's
it was
ridiculous.
Just, these things were coming out, and this book comes out on the heels of, the Russos speaking out recently, basically in defense of, the whole situation with ScarJo versus Disney, which was kind of more of a not so much ScarJo versus Disney thing as it was a Feige versus Chapek thing, which is what I was basically getting to. And prior to this, Iger and Feige worked in tandem real well, right? Like together, they both had the same kind of initiative, same kind of ideas. Iger bought right into this whole SJW nonsense, as we saw, so that's where I was like, to some people, like, well, yeah, to a point, Iger was probably upset with what Kathleen Kennedy did, but that's why she never got fired, more so is because she was just going along with the plan just like everybody else. Right. And they may not even see the problems of Star Wars being the shit that we see. That's the other problem. That's what I keep reminding people. And the same thing with Marvel and everything else is, we were just talking about this with the Eternals. They clearly know they don't have anything, right? Like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and they're also losing some of their major characters, or it may not necessarily be losing them, but having to share them with the families of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and so on. So again, that's probably another motive why this Eternals is not actually based on Jack Kirby's Eternals so much more as it is a later version, although they still try to claim he's a big part of it. And why I believe for the last few years they've been actively trying to move away from these main characters and get us, Riri Williams and all these other characters in there, even Miles Morales. And destroy them at the same time, is so that we supposedly don't want them, right? Like, and that's the whole thing, which is not true. We all want the original characters, and they know that, but they have to do everything they can to make them undesirable as possible. So you're kind of stuck with this secondary roster of nobodies.
So crazy. That's so crazy to me, but that's what they do. Real quick, Comrade Roof Korean the Based for $5, who I got to meet finally, and he is awesome. Driving home from work, nobody on the roads. Feel like I am late to the rapture and I was left behind. Thankfully, you were all here.
Really?
Are we in hell?
What the fuck? The night before Halloween?
Yeah.
Damn. What the hell? You would think the bars... I went to this Mexican restaurant to get my supper tonight, and it was fucking packed.
I would say it would be packed.
But let's say if I actually went in there to actually try and get a seat, I wouldn't have been able to.
Dang. Yeticast says what they published wasn't pandering.
Yeah, I want to see the stuff that they thought was pandering. That's what I want to see.
Well, no, I think that again, look, you're seeing the this is going to be a weird conversation.
I like weird.
Showrunners, EPs, the people that are in charge of these properties have more power than the directors, even though it should be the directors in whose hands the ultimate decision-making process lies. I mean, we already know, and it's probably quite evident with someone like, or with a project like the Eternals, that that you have all the fight scenes outside of Zoe's control, and George is gone.
Bye, George.
He didn't mean.
I miss him already.
Yeah,
he's
but you're starting to see that, and I don't know, Tom. Do you think that's am I overstepping what we're seeing, or no? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I mean, again, what are they going to do here when this thing doesn't do the same, even nearly as well as Shang-Chi? Does anybody else really think this has any potential outside of the few random stars they have in it. That, I mean, I guess this Najananimi guy is supposed to be a big guy like now, and a few of these other people, but I've never seen him really anywhere.
Look, this thing lands soft here in the States, right? In word of mouth gets out about it, and our friends in India,
George,
are like, no thanks.
Hello, George.
Well, that was the other thing I heard too, was like a point of contention, because isn't even this actor like the wrong race or some shit like that for what he's portraying or some other shit?
Oh yeah, dude. First of all, a lot of them are past their prime.
They're not even aliens. So why can any of them portray?
What are y'all talking about?
No. Like
we're mix a couple things right now back to the Eternals diversity.
Sorry, George.
Oh, the Titanic. Hey, Tom, Macklyn, Culture, Grant.
How you doing, brother?
Hello. Brother. Thank you for inviting me.
Now we got to suck in our guts and class things up here, because
I know George shows up. We have to be adults.
Dude, your videos are been great, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it.
Oh no, they're really good, really good. No, what we're talking about is like the pandering. For me, it's the bending the knee to diversity for diversity's sake. Not getting the best writers, directors. I mean, granted, you just got an award-winning director.
Right, but award-winning for Nomad in a time
that's
of
what I was just about to say. Go ahead.
Inclusivity, diversity, and wokeism. I mean, I saw that after she won the Oscar, because they're like, she produced, directed, and wrote. And I'm like, okay, I really want to
give it a chance, right?
Of course. Right. I want to be unbiased. I had to take my woke chip off my shoulder and put it to the side. And I just didn't see it. It just seemed more like a PBS special.
I was going to say, most of the stuff I've seen her that she's made so far is stuff that anybody could do.
It didn't seem over the I remember films like oh my God, it just left my mind. You remember Christian Bale's first Empire of the Sun?
Empire of the Sun when he was a kid.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Powerful movie.
Schindler's List, Das Boot. I mean,
even Saving Private Ryan.
Again, that's something not everyone can do.
And here's my problem with it: is you're right, George. They're getting these directors who have no business making a Marvel movie. I get, pulling, like it used to be, you'd pull guys out of like commercials and music videos who had like a flair or a style, or you'd find some independent director like Lynch was back in the day, or, somebody like that who had clearly had a visual flair and could do something with minimal money. John Carpenter's another great example.
Yes, he is.
Who could take, pennies and make it look like dollars and, tens of dollars, if not in comparison. And that's what we don't have anymore. You need to find guys like Blomkamp and stuff like that who clearly can take an idea and a concept and elevate it with just very little to work with, and pick the right kind of actors and the right kind of way to portray the story. And
I thought he was going to go further, Tom Blomkamp. I really thought after District 9 and so this guy
Elysium. I know people who, and I've actually interviewed his wife and stuff like that. And here's the thing: is he's one of those guys that is so committed to his
art vision,
that he butts heads with
the
studio folks, and he won't bend the knee. Exactly, like RoboCop fell apart because MGM tried to. Well, Alien got taken away from him by Ridley Scott. Fucking RoboCop was just a mess because MGM was trying to rush it, and exactly what I said was going to happen has now happened, because here we are 2 years out, and we still don't have a new RoboCop movie. They're no further along than they were when they fired Blomkamp, and all he wanted to do was finish the other movie that he had in line before he got started on RoboCop, and they said, nope, that'll take too long. I said, you dumb shits, the moment you fire that director, you're starting at square goddamn one again, and it's going to take you just as long to get you right back to where you were than if you would have just let Blomkamp do his thing. But nope.
In fact, he was in fact headlined to do a live action version of Halo.
Yep. Well, now he's going to do District 10, and I knew about that for a while, and sadly I couldn't really talk about it, but because that's how we're getting the financing together and all that kind of stuff. But again, I hope District 10 brings him back to the spotlight, because you're right, he should be the guy taking on a lot of these franchises. Exactly. And he's not somebody who's going to give in to his, he's not going to give over his conviction and his morals for fucking studio mandates. And I mean, I know some people didn't like Chappie, but I love it because he did not bend on that.
No, he didn't. I actually thought that was
nothing
pretty good.
that he wanted to, changed despite what anybody said to him.
Yeah, Chappie was like a good Saturday matinee show, you know.
Exactly. You know,
not everything is Dune, you know. Some things are just what they are.
But you put it perfectly. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Grantgregory.
So I was saying, I think he got the best out of those two South African singers and everything as well, who weren't really that big in acting. He was able to draw.
Well, that was a big point of the contention. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
No. You guys got valid points, and I think you hit the nail on the head too. He wouldn't bend the knee where she, I feel like, did. From what I've been told from people that have seen this movie, she starts off with her vision and quickly, you know, goes into an MCU movie. Like, it could have been something better. It could have been epic.
Of course it could have. But why did they pick her? Tom just hit it exactly when he was saying they just picked an everyday person. But what they really did, I think, is they took a checklist.
Yes.
Is this someone I think all they care about, and I could be way off base, my gut tells me no.
You're dead
all they care about is the press junkets and the interviews, nothing else. If the movie but see, that's why I don't understand Feige. Feige built the MCU.
He cared. He used to care.
Or he was lying that he was woke, or he realized, like, because I heard him in one interview after Winter Soldier.
Yes.
When he was saying that he learned all the mistakes that Marvel made in their last runs in the comic industry, like what killed it. He never stated what killed it.
But we all know.
Right. And he said he would not do that for the MCU. And then as soon as Endgame was over, it's like, well, I think during production of Captain Marvel, he started, you know, throwing up these flares like, this is where we're going, and I'm like, wait a minute, you just said you're not going to make the same mistakes, and boom. So I don't know if that's his decision or if that's Disney. I don't know.
Well, you know, we kind of unraveled this the other day, and I at least from what I think the best answer to what you're saying, George, and you're dead on.
Okay.
Like, from the start, he had, you know, he was assistant to guys like Laura Schuler-Donner and Avi Arad, and, you know, he's been a part of the Marvel movies since way back when.
Right.
You know, he was around during the X-Men days and Spider-Man days and all that kind of stuff. So he's seen the what you should and shouldn't do with these movies, right? Like, he was there during Blade 3, all that business. So him coming into this, he also had like Favreau there to help usher in this idea that we're gonna, you know, create this universe. And if you look at the original Iron Man, the only thing that connects it to this broader audience is just having Coulson come in as a joke,
right,
here and there. And then at the very end.
Yeah.
You know, and then that was the burden of Iron Man 2 then, was setting up this Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you have this thing that was never perfect. Like, as much we have lauded a lot of praise on Kevin Feige, and rightfully so, because nobody has ever done what he's managed to do.
That's why.
Universe.
All right. That's why I said the other day he almost replaced the name success in the dictionary, and then now we have
should have been
Eternal.
See, I personally
this
think
is
it
like
should have been
Eisner
Favreau,
all over
though.
again, right? Like, and I think Andre.
But
made
how
the
does
best
he make that
comparison.
mistake? That's what I don't get. He knew all of this to avoid.
You get too big for your own britches.
And you think you can do anything like
yes,
right?
Yeah,
in that case,
it's a George Lucas all over again, right? Like, you buy into your own hype.
Really?
Yeah, it's the hubris saying, I know what the mistakes were. I can still do this, but I'll do it right.
Really?
I'll do it the right way.
And that's the thing. That's why I personally believe that although the MCU is going to go into the direction of 2017, all new, all different Marvel, and Kevin Feige may be saying like he's all about diversity, embracing all this and that, I don't think he's going to go fully into it, because he knows deep inside the problem with those books are, and the problem with adapting those. That's why he's making a bunch of changes to certain characters before bringing them to live action. We
shall see. Real quick, guys, Toxic Man flew for $5. Don't come on Scott's show, George. You aren't that desperate, man. That's awesome.
No kidding.
That was a good one. And real quick, real quick,
but Scotty's, that's the point.
Yeah, it is my channel. Come on, I'm supposed to be the desperate one. Comrade Roof Korean, the Based, has a very good one. Gary last night, I believe he was talking about it on Friday Night Tights. They were looking at the press junket and the red carpet, and all they talked about was the diversity. No one mentioned the plot. No one mentioned the story. They all just talked about diversity. And like, if that's your go-to for your movie, it is going to fail.
Well, you remember the last 3 phases? One of the first things the actors would say whenever they'd be interviewed from any press, let's focus on the film. Let's focus on the story. What are your questions? They would literally, it's like they were trained.
Yes.
Where they'd have Tom Holland and all those 10,000 clips he starts to, put their hands
up.
Like, sit with the story, stick with it. They don't want to know about anything else. No politics, no. And they just
stuck with it. Culture, I know you've been trying to say some. What do you got?
No, it's just the bigger part of all of this, and I think you're right. Gary highlighted how many times in the promotional material during the premiere, the global premiere, where they said different, diverse, different. Everybody had the same talking point, from the people that was doing the interviewing to the people that were actually being interviewed. They have their talking points. We need to start realizing and pointing out every single time, because this happens across the board in the news media, in film and everything, right? Mm-hmm. They are trying to desperately change the culture as quickly as they can before they are displaced, before they are revealed to be the charlatans that they are. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, the bloom's off the rose for a lot of people. And this film, this could absolutely be devastating, right?
Right.
It could actually help Chapek in his power grab and or the security of his power, but at the same time, it does. If this thing tanks after all of this, it's a bad look.
Yeah.
The only problem I worry about is they have Spider-Man Far From Home following it up real quick, and they'll just kind of
wipe it under the carpet.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but Spider-Man.
They did it with Shang-Chi.
Spider-Man Far From Home could have been a $1 billion film. It still may be. I don't think so. But again, I'm one of the people that go, Spider-Man's the most popular character in Marvel. Sony owns it. Marvel outright does not. Even though they're partnered with Sony right now, Sony's going to do everything they can to make a good Spider-Man movie. So I want to see what the tipping point is. I want to see where the balance is. I want to see who ended up actually having the bigger say.
See, I think.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I agree with you. I would just add this. If Spider-Man wasn't coming out after Eternals, and it would be next Thor, Love and whatever, Thunder, this ridiculous title. If that came out, I think you'd have 2 knockout blows to them. But I just have that feeling that Disney's going to use every muscle, every tendon they can as soon as Eternals crashes and burns to kill and bury the story. And then as soon as Spider-Man hits, you see, we're number 1. Those were just all the haters. They did it. They went online and freaked everyone out. And that's...
what are we going to do, guys? It's just we keep fighting the good fight, but we got to call it. Yeah. Sorry, George, for just getting here. You're always invited, man.
Thank you.
You're always invited, but I got to get going. I got to work in the morning. And it's Halloween tomorrow night. So the kiddies, got to get the kiddies all ready for tomorrow night. But thank you, everybody, for coming. George, Mr. Grant Gregory, Machini, these are channels you guys have to subscribe to. So please put their links in the chat, everybody. Machini, do you have anything special going on tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
All right, let me know about it.
So tomorrow, the thing is, I got to work tomorrow, so we're moving Machini Live to 7 p.m. Pacific. But what I'm gonna show off is something I'm very happy about. So.
Okay.
All right, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If I can get my camera going real quick here, come on. There's my camera.
No camera.
Come on.
It's quite a dark drawing.
I like your dark period. Like you really like the blue, but you went with black.
Yeah. No,
I like
it.
Oh, that's not the painting?
No.
Oh, God.
I can't wait for Scott to almost win this one, but not.
No giveaway on this one, but I'm very
My Nerdy Home. God, pretty girl wins again.
I thought it was actually going to land on my name. Yeah. And then I would have had to make good on sending it to Ryan.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Is there something wrong with your camera? Culture?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Me?
No, culture. Yeah, it seems. Or is that purposeful?
No, it's purposeful. This is for Halloween.
Oh, this? Yeah, this is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my
LGBTQ.
I'm being a Skittles like the Eternals.
God.
LBGTG plus 2 Jesus.
Did you see that Bollywood actor while Macklyn?
Oh, we talked about it earlier.
Oh, you did.
Oh man, he's that guy. Are you kidding?
But that's their talking points.
Yeah, I know. I think Gary's right. I think the guy got like he put his bullshit out there like 2 days too early and got busted. That's what I think happened. So I think Gary's right. Gary's on top of this stuff, man. I mean, and here's the thing: their playbook they have not altered.
No,
so
but
now we can actually start calling their plays for them ahead of time. It's going to be great. And not only that, now we're seeing it in every other aspect, like where they're trying to run a false flag like they did in Virginia for this.
Oh my God, with those tiki torches.
The tiki torches, yeah. And I'm and it's so funny. Somebody superimposed the freaking Phoebes from the quote unquote rally.
We got somebody on Twitch, Angela Straven. Yay, Twitch! Hey, Angela. All right, sorry, man. I can't stay much longer. I really got to go. So just let them know 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
7 o'clock tomorrow night. We got a brand new sticker set.
Okay,
cool. New stickers have arrived. So
guys, check out George. Also, make sure you check out MrGrantgregory. Check out all the channels Tom's on because Midnight's Edge has been such a supporter of this channel.
If Midnight's Edge After Dark actually makes it much longer, but
yeah. What? Are you keeping? Are you still battling with all those strikes?
Yes.
What bullshit, man!
Damn, Mama Susan.
Mama Susan needs her power grab.
Auntie Susan.
Yeah, that's it. And make sure you guys check out Culture Casino tomorrow. He has this cultural review. What time's that at, Culture?
Well, we have one more week until the time change. Remember that clock's changed next
that's
Saturday.
right.
One more week.
Yep, one more week till really dumb things. Anyway, so it'll be 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I have the great honor of hosting Drunk 3PO and Lorena Creole.
Nice, great.
We also are getting a couple other up and coming channels like Captain Trek and a couple other people joining.
Sweet,
kind of a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's awesome.
And someday I hope to get George on my channel. That would be
absolutely.
George, you're always welcome, MrGrantgregory. You guys can be regulars if you like. So,
absolutely.
Everybody, have a great night. Take care of yourselves.
Good night, everybody.
Put a spork in it. We are done.
Done.
I miss Matt complaining at the end here.
I know.
You gotta love it.
Is this with all the new ones from Wednesday, or is it?
No, but they're saying the money's in my funds, so I don't know. I went up like $100.
Right.
All right, thank you.